Oh god.
That sounded like
I
you just
see
like
that we have
clipped her
divided
emo hair.
ourselves
Ooh.
into two proper camps.
Wait.
Me and Jeroen, the people who didn't get arrested or in trouble, and on the other side are Finnick and Miguel. The people who did get into trouble.
Explicitly got in trouble, yes. The two troublemakers.
You're like standing there judging him.
You need to slap my wrist.
I mean, if I slap you right now, you'll die, so I'm afraid.
Fair.
Well, wait, Ty, you didn't allow me to do the last time, but can I now use a card?
You want to use a card?
Yes.
Damn.
You said no last time, so I was hoping maybe today I can do it.
I said no last time?
Yeah, you just said, can I use it? Said no, and then that was it.
Oh.
You just like shot out like a pistol, just said no, and then we kept going.
Okay, well...
And I was like, oh.
What card did you want to use?
Well, I wanted to quickly get it out of my hands. At some point, I hope at least, the mercenary shows up. I don't know if that's the people right now at the door or not. Who knows? Could be anyone, honestly. But I just wanted to use my Andrea Thompson card to just get one extra little guy. Like I wanted to do like ages ago, but I kept forgetting. Thank you. What's this one? Oh, that's cool.
I'm reminded of the fact that Raquella used the card which makes the guards like her more. I don't know if I've cancelled out that effect at this point.
Yeah, I'd say attempting to kill a lord in his house probably demotes whatever good rep you had.
You didn't try and kill a lord.
I mean, you did set up a sun bomb.
Yeah, but it wasn't quite big enough to get the actual lord of the house. You're okay.
Wasn't he directly in front of us, or was he not the lord of the house?
That's not the lord of the house.
Okay.
No, it wasn't the lord of the house.
He is connected to the house, as was pointed out. Like, he does carry the name of the house, so he's clearly important. But he's not the lord of the house. No.
Because the son of whoever.
Maybe.
Maybe. Sure. Maybe.
Maybe he was is like married into or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? All right, go ahead and go ahead and please roll me a D100, everybody.
Ty, also a small question: Can we be level 7 on the stream?
At some point, we will be.
Please.
I'm level 7.
Fuck you.
Not allowed. I've been a little bit busy.
Yeah, I get it. At some point, we will be. At least, I hope at least the next level up, he remembers,
The next level up, we won't be actually going up until we're level 10.
There's a reason that if you have noticed on the new overlays, your level is just not on there. There's a reason for that.
I see.
There's actually 2 reasons for that.
Well, we were very close to feel like to a campaign ending scenario there, so maybe he just didn't bother. That's fine.
Yeah.
He's like,
let's try this
don't
one
have
out
to
first.
Yeah, let's see if we manage to get past this.
If they survive, then they get a level up.
Oh,
on screen,
we
not
survived.
actually in game.
No, you are on 1 HP, and this is still very much...
You're not out of the woods yet, Shane.
Yeah, the door knocks, there was a...
Technically, we're not in the
death
woods.
right there.
We're in our house, so...
Shane, Shane, what do you call these?
What? I see. My character sheet's in the way.
What do you call these? Trees.
Those are a couple of trees. How many trees does it take to be a woods?
72. Yeah, how many trees are surrounding the house?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20,
All right.
21, 22.
Let's get a recamp. Shane.
So fucking dumb.
30.
Do we not have a voice thingy today?
Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Oh.
Calm down, shit.
Why is he doing one then?
He's not. I didn't say.
Oh.
I didn't say he was.
Okay. You said let's have a recap from Shane.
That's what
I
I heard.
said, let's have a recap. And then I said, Shane?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you
Never
want
said
me
the
to
word
do one?
fool.
I can do one.
Very different. No, I don't. You're fine. All right. Just pre-warning you, British Jack. This is going to be the wrong one. Don't panic.
As always.
Quite rightly so, because
Hey, that's the wrong one.
Shut up, Shane.
Send him back to
so
prison.
funny. All right. Here we go. This should be the correct one. Listen up, everybody.
For the archive, record 015. It seems Hope and Mergo have been so preoccupied by our studies that they've forgotten my brief dance with the Blight. Good, we've more important matters anyway. This latest stream was split into 3 distinct streams, which I've only experienced one of. I might get more information later from the others, but for now, here's the summary. Anna Marie is caught in her invisibility and quickly surrounded, but recognizing the situation as a diplomable one, she talked her way out of the building, unlike some other fuckwits I know. Speaking of, they're in a dungeon, and each is picked one by one to be isolated in an interrogation with the Duchess. Each approaches the situation very differently to one another, and admittedly I haven't been able to get many specifics on Zyron and Fenric's interrogations from the other 2, who dreamed those moments absent of me. However, strangely though, all 3 of them are offered death by combat, and then discover that it is as a group, but most remarkably, they are all simply let go. They bicker about it, of course, but they leave and meet some of their subordinates who are on their way to make a rescue. Relrius was ready to replace everybody at the drop of a hat, and they all settle back into arguing and lounging around as if nothing horrible happened, ignoring the mercenaries keeping watch over the estate. And then that fucking door knocks again. That is all. As it happens, I was woken up from this vision by a loud knocking on my door. I nearly throttled Mergo. I hate that infernal door. Only bad things happen when it knocks. Director Lawrence, Day 183.
Intend for him to be suddenly sassier than last time.
You know, sometimes you get sick and you change a little bit of personality when you came out of it, you know, like...
Yeah, that kind of thing, yeah.
I don't know. I think most people get sassy when they have to deal with other people in the research work.
And doors.
And doors.
And doors.
Yeah. Fuck doors. This is why you should just camp outside.
Numata is the right idea, honestly.
Yeah, right.
Just don't have doors, just live in tents.
People can't knock.
Caves.
There ain't no door.
Can you imagine what the alternative would be for a tent, though? It's not knocking, it's just walking into the tent.
Yelling.
Just unzipping.
Unzipping. Oh, no,
You have
that's
done enough
worse.
unzipping for a lifetime, Shane.
Let's not go any further into that for the sake of the stream.
I mean, they were there.
Would anyone like to add anything to the recap that we got there?
Other than the interviews, I can't remember anything else I've missed, but we could have done.
Yeah, I think you're likely right that there's some sort of information missing from the interviews, of course, but I also feel like we're probably going to have a chat about those, at least to some degree. Who have we got? Fenric and Raquella. Unfortunately, I'm missing Sir Gift, but he's going to be pulled away for story reasons pretty soon anyway.
He's going
Oh. Well, there's some people that want to
He's
talk to
got
him.
ballet recitals soon.
Eyebrow raise. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, eyebrows. All right. Either way, shall we begin? That's good.
Yeah. Yes, 5 weeks. D&D.
Pardon?
I haven't had D&D at all this week.
Crazy.
Yeah.
The evening is drawing in. The manor is wrapped up in unease at the moment. And the sharp knock echoes through the hallways and out into the courtyard where you are standing. It is curt, it is deliberate, and there's a moment you all pause as you hear the door. And you are welcome to tell me who's going to go answer the door, if anyone.
I'm sick of this fucking door.
I'm not going near that fucking door.
Fast on that door.
Everyone's already overjoyed that someone else is going. Finally, someone else is doing this.
I'll check the. Oh god.
I just ignore that. What was that?
Well, no, this might be potentially for some of us.
Is Relriz pretending to be the person on the other side of the door?
No.
Okay.
I will check the people. I open.
You see 5 individuals stood.
They're not children, right?
They are definitely not children. I'm just going to show you.
Thank God.
Oh, it's them. God fucking damn it. Oh, no.
I do have opened the full fucking door.
No, but for the sake of you seeing who it is you open the
front door.
But funnily enough, the doctor and I don't know who these people are. We've never seen these people before.
Oh, wonderful.
They do
Everyone
look
get...
surprisingly well put together.
That is annoyingly true. The two of you see Leofrich there, but neither of you actually have seen him. That's true. You would have seen a number of the others. How much you were paying attention is up to you, because they were outside the house, but Leofrich, who is actually at the front door, was not. The others are
true,
down the stairs and sort of in the front garden with him. But they're not very well. Go ahead and roll me a perception roll, both of you, because you're just looking through the sort of peephole at the moment, effectively.
You exhausted people, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Hey!
Good roll, so but 20.
We're both staring through the looking hole and just looking at each other and then this.
I have to lean down because I'm too tall for the looking people.
With that, you neither of you know who Leofrich is, but you heard talk of him when you were at the house from some of the guards that were standing outside, and certainly you recognize the 4 others that are currently standing in, like, down a bit in the garden as being guards from House Lyrithan. So you quite quickly put together that whoever this chap is their, leader, effectively, from House Lyrithan.
Like Dorfit will click his tongue. Can I help you?
Oh, are you opening the door? Just saying this through the door?
Through the peephole, because there are.
Do we have one of those what's it like sliding like
face
view holes?
Yeah.
Hey, you can do that. Just shrink. Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Can I help you?
Open the door. We have things to discuss.
You'll forgive me, but who am I opening the door to exactly?
Open the bloody door. This has gone on far too long already. I'm not sure why your colleagues were released, but I want to put an end to this. You know who we are. I know that you have some of your friends in there already, so you know who.
I have a lot of friends in here, and I make a mental connection to within 100 feet range of Strauss to order him to come upstairs to the front door as well. Turn up whatever you're doing.
I mean, that will take like a minute or two, of course.
Yeah, it will take a minute. So he's coming up there, and I look over to Jeroen, and I'm basically like, well, might as well inform the Lord, because they're otherwise going to kick down the door. I will open this door to you, but do I have your word that no swords are going to be drawn and no blood is going to be spilled upon Conray Manor?
No.
Well, that's already a red flag.
Well, it very much depends how you answer what I have to say. But you have already tried to kill all of us in our house. I don't see why I should extend the same gratitude to you.
You're so right for that.
I will agree that my fellow colleagues have done something truly horrendous, and I really wish they hadn't, but I do not want any such problems with you, sir.
Then
So?
open the door. I am trying to put an end to this, and your cowardice is making it difficult.
Oh my god, this is difficult, is it? I sigh, close the peephole, unlock the several deadbolts on the door, and then carefully open both before taking my side next to Herman.
Just so you know, I'll basically go back down, tell Royce what's up. If he wants to join us up there or not.
And you can drag Strauss to me whenever you would get.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Well, you could move us both. You can move us both.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I will be moving with him, so...
How long has it been since we got back?
15 minutes, 20 minutes, not long.
Yeah, if you recall, when we sort of arrived to the men on the way, just like outside, we spotted a couple of them just kind of watching the house.
Yeah, one of them watching.
So that, they were already here when you guys arrived.
I promise I'm not doing this to evoke a reaction, but I recall the first thing I said before I sort of left everyone's company was, I'm taking a bath.
Okay.
So
Go ahead.
I'm in the bath right now.
I think we have one on the second store somewhere. Do we have a bath even?
Yeah,
I'm sure you do somewhere. Yeah, I can't remember. I'm sure you do.
All the exhausted people are here to.
Yeah, we can tackle those guys. 3 exhaustions so they'll nullify each other.
Wait, why do you guys have exhaust? Oh, you're still recovering from the fucking church.
I'm cursed. I'm cursed.
Why are you cursed?
There's multiple reasons.
Killing that
yeah.
Mel's been exhausted almost every session. It's
I've
this
been
campaign.
exhausted for 15
My guide
seconds at
needs
this
a
point.
nap.
Relrius took a lot of exhaustion in the church, which he's still recovering on. Jeroen got more from not getting a long rest, being cursed, and Dr. Sidorovich pushed himself.
I
past
still had
sending.
one left, and then I used sending.
Oh, you're at 2 now, are you? Okay.
Yeah, 2.
Gotcha.
It already is.
Fenric, just as people are starting to gather, obviously you're in the kitchen at the moment. You can hear this.
Getting an
but are
apple.
you okay? You're not coming to the door.
I'm getting an apple, and then I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Could you whip your slime out whilst you're sort of doing stuff, just in case?
Go ahead and tag yourself, cast Cure Wounds, and then roll me a d20, please.
It would be really funny if you search and explode. Just like we're at a door and so the kitchen explodes to the side, just there's just like a sound.
And we just slowly turn all towards the
Roll 2.
kitchen.
Go ahead and roll me a d20.
Oh, so close! I see it right there.
See the
Alright, don't
2
you still have one left for Shane, particularly, for the set?
from what? From the charity?
For the
stream? God, no, that was a long time ago. Leofrich has taken a step back, still on the porch, and looks as more of you congregate now. You can see the look on his face is just annoyance and if you want anything more, go ahead and any of you are welcome to roll me an insight. Yeah, there's something else on it to this look.
I think he's not the only one who's annoyed.
I think we're all kind of annoyed. I want to dig my hole.
Jeroen, I think with actually I can roll. I can technically roll from. I was waiting for Relderus to roll. I was like, oh wait.
Oh,
Don't worry
Relderus.
about it.
He tried.
Jeroen, it's almost. You can't quite put your finger on it. But it's almost sort of disappointment.
Oh well, yeah. They probably didn't think that we would be back.
These guys have been disappointed with us far more than they've been.
Okay, with you guys. Don't put us all in there.
As you're now all congregated, he looks to you. There's a sort of ever so slight shake of the head. We have all lost something this week. House Lyrithin has suffered. I'm not sure how it is that all of you are here now. Your friends have returned. But I'm not here for revenge. I'm here to make sure that this will not happen again. We leave you be, you leave us be. From this moment forward, we have no business with each other. Keep your schemes, all of your blood-soaked ambitions, whatever they are. But you keep them away from House Lyrithin. And you won't have to worry about me, any of my men. But that is the only mercy that I am prepared to offer. Zen's here, Zen's now. We will walk away. You in agreement? Aurelius, just eyebrows raised, turns to look at you to see your reactions to this.
I mean,
Don't care.
Sidorovich is very much like. There's a bit of a relief because he's also like, oh, thank God, we can just be done with this.
If Railroad told him so, Drew would jump these guys right now. So, like, he's whatever the Railroad says right now. It's like he doesn't. If he doesn't want me to kill these guys, then I'm not. I'm not gonna.
I do love the idea that, like, Sturian is just a stone wall. There is no reaction to anything anyone has said the entire campaign.
I mean, Sidorovich is just nodding towards Relius. That seems more than acceptable.
June, fetch Fenric.
Oh, well, he's in the.
How do you know where I am?
Always
I got the casting of the spell. Also, I spotted through the door. Get over there, I saw you. Get over
here.
So, I will fetch you. Also, like, we have guests.
It's also a very crunchy apple. It's just
like chewing through concrete.
Echoes through the entire house.
And why do I care about guests?
Royce told me to get you. They are the mercenaries from the house that you invaded.
And what do they want?
They want, from June gathers, I guess, they want peace. They want this to not escalate further. Come, I was told to get you. By Relroyce.
I'll grab a second apple. I'll start heading.
My guy's got
Put down my half-eaten one.
Man's really trying to keep Dr. Sidorovich away.
Exactly.
Just staring at Fenric as he comes in here eating an apple.
With another one in hand.
You want to take a fucking bite out of it, I snatch it out of your hand and put it on the table and then order you, like, right next to me. You can have that one when done.
Relrius steps up to you, Fenric, as you come in. You've had a run-in with these individuals, yes?
If that's what you call it, yes.
They are here offering effectively a truce. We do not darken each other's doors from this point onwards. Would you agree to such terms, Fenric? As the voice of the others who are unable to make it to the door at the moment.
I agree. But do you still want us to figure out who killed the girl? What if we get information on that? Do you want it?
No, you keep that to yourself. We'll work out what we need to. Honestly, I'm still not entirely convinced it wasn't you, but the peace of the master is more important than the truth. This is the only time you will get this generosity from us. We will leave you alone. You have my word on that. If you should interfere with House Lyrithin again, I will take that as a declaration of war.
Oh.
He steps up to Relrius and offers a hand. Relrius gives you all sort of one final look, a moment to sort of
Anyone has
intervene if you have
anything to
any moment, just in case you have something to add to this.
Fireball!
As they're shaking hands, I'm just gonna look towards Relrius. You might want to tell your dang sister to back off as well. She's the one that kind of started it.
Wow.
I will
defend
make
herself.
sure that I have a word. And he will turn and shake Leofrich's hand. Good. We have an understanding then. Hopefully this is the last time that we ever need to talk again. He steps
So
up.
too.
You see his all the other four all eye you closely before turning to follow Leofrich.
Damn. Those are 4 customers that will never visit my gentle cure clinic now.
God.
Um,
It's so much cooler than us. There's so much well put together and God, why can't we be like these guys?
we will be like these guys eventually, alright? Just kind
Hey,
of work on it a little bit more.
I turn around and grab my apple. May I eat this now?
Yes, you may, little boy. Honestly, what did you tell them exactly again?
I told them what they needed to know.
That being what? Don't speak in vagaries to me, Fenric. I'm too exhausted for that.
I did tell them what we did to the girl down in the basement.
Uh-huh. Guess he's come to terms with the fact that there are no remains. What else did you learn?
Learn? We didn't learn jack shit.
Well, I mean, is he like... Who is he exactly in the house? Is he like the lord of the house? Is he the... one of the main heads of security of the house? Or what is he?
I mean, it
Would
seems
Redroyce
like
maybe know? He seems
Well, I
maybe
mean,
more
I
up to
think
date.
Fenric might know because he rolled that high on the initial check to even know about us family. So
That's
Like
true.
that 20 or something like that on that.
Yeah,
That is true. Go ahead and I'll tell you what, Fenric, give me another investigation. I'll give you advantage because you rolled well last time. Because this is more of a niche part to do with the actual hierarchy of that specific house.
There's another one. That's another one. He just knows. Why do you need to question this man's knowledge? He just knows things.
This is why I shackled myself. I know that.
What the fuck?
Again, why didn't you roll this before you guys went in there?
Leofric shares no blood.
Fenric's long lost daughter.
Sir Leofric Lyrathan shares no blood with the Lyrathan house. He was taken on as a mercenary very long time ago by human standards. I.e., he started working as mercenary for House Lyrathan when he was like a teenager, effectively as like a squire. I imagine some of this may have been information that you've sort of learned or probed a little bit since your first run-in, just sort of thought back or maybe checked a couple of books you have. Don't know. How do we know? No idea. But he was effectively given or offered to use the name House Lyrathan, which is a big improvement, seeing as he came from effectively nothing. As a recognition of many years of loyal service, but he is the captain of the mercenary of all the mercenaries under House Lyrathan, and the head of the House Guard, effectively.
He's pretty much the head of the mercenaries there.
And they've just given him that name, I see. That kind of ordeal. So then, who is the Lord of Lyrathan? Because I mean, yes, he has very much a lot of power, but this seems the kind of thing that we would also expect the lord or lady of the house to come over to our door with.
Would I know if the mother of the girl was the lady?
Yeah, but she died recently.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
How that happened?
Well, the lady of the house is the one that we killed. So.
So we
You
have
wouldn't-
already violated the treaty. Good to know. Well,
there is, sorry, to be clear, there is a lord, as in that woman's husband, who is the actual lord of the house, and the father to the girl that was killed. I'm trying to find his name in my notes, but he is the actual lord of House Nerithan.
he might have not
And
been
he would be Leofrich's boss, effectively. He's the head, and he works for the town guard. He's a high-ranking officer, technically, in the town guard.
Great.
Or
Yeah,
was. Hang on. I'll have to check my notes, but there is an actual lord as well who you have not encountered at this point. But Leofrich has mentioned a couple of times.
So just to then recap, daughter got killed in the background. Not her fault. Someone else, Nick, did that. I guess. Or I don't know who they were at this point. That's the unfortunate bit. So we don't know where they are or who they are and what. We still haven't heard back from any of Siren's contacts about Vin because they're still trying to look for them. So that's the story that will probably get wrapped up at one point or another. And then to top it all off, we have already violated the terms of their treaty, I suppose, because if they ever find out about the other thing, they'll hang us. I might need to make more skeletal guard.
Or they might just offer us combat and not give us combat. I'm still
Yeah, what's
confused.
that all
by that.
about? Did one of you make a deal? Did you give him something? Are you a spy now, Fenric?
I did not take the deal, which is why I thought I was going to be dead.
And specifically, they said they would offer you a deal to spy on Lord Radius.
Yes, I didn't take it.
Do I believe him, Tag?
I mean, again, you're welcome to roll a contested check here.
I'll keep mine hidden.
It's gonna be one of those
but-
things of Shane can tell you how much he is being sort of truthful based off the roll, but it's
I am very
for
exhausted.
roleplay.
Yeah.
Just roll me a d20, Shane. Shane?
I rolled it.
Did you
Oh,
roll
see?
it privately?
No.
You rolled for yourself privately, or did you roll for GM privately?
Oh, I rolled privately. To the DM.
I see.
Yeah.
I understand. All right. Yeah, no, he's telling the truth.
Why is Shane's sheet open on stream?
What? Don't look at me.
I'm looking at it.
I mean, all your stats
Screenshot.
are available on the starting screen either way. So.
Oh, true.
Criticize this inventory management. Quick.
Well, the
Love
Make
it.
fun of it. Anyway, well, fine, I suppose. Look, it's been a very long day. I think we can all agree on that. Let's all begin to retire. I have a lot of reading to do, and we'll discuss maybe tomorrow, unless another thing explodes in the evening. But I have Strauss. Is he locked down in the lab? I ordered him here minutes ago.
He's
Is the
struggling
door
with that
locked?
ladder.
He just can't get through.
Yeah, the door is locked.
He's walking at the top of the stairs. He slipped, fell all the way back down, and is currently like dealing with broken bones, which he's made of like all. That's all he is. So he's like,
Nice.
oh, my leg, fuck.
No,
Looked like he was trying to tie his shoes.
When he falls, he just turns to the pile of bones, and they're just rattling on the ground, waiting for reassembly. I'm going to go back to reading. We'll have a thorough discussion tomorrow, because from everything you've also explained and what they've said to you, the lords, lords of Kuznia and the lady of Kuznia, it sounds to me that they have been spying on us either through that Vin character, or we are being subjugated to a daily dose of what is it called again? The spell to spy on people. Scrying. We're being subjugated to a daily dose of scrying, each of which I have to figure out something else for. Not doing that today. Not tonight.
I mean, I agree that they've probably been spying on us, but I have a feeling they don't know everything. Or else they wouldn't offer me that deal, right?
No, they would exactly offer you that deal. Even if they did know everything, or didn't know everything. Because they want to test who they can manipulate even further.
That is fair.
I will be in the lab with the corpse of your wife, Relius. Not doing anything to it, just stating that she's still down there.
That sounded suspicious. I will be in my office.
Of course you will.
Oh, fucking
There's
hell.
something to say, Fenric?
I didn't say anything.
Good.
Fenric
Stare at Fenric for a moment, a little bit, like, is there anything else following up on this?
Fenric's getting all betrayed, I can hear it.
He doesn't like how he's been treated. This is his, anti-Relius arc.
Yeah, you can hear the treacherous gears turning in Shane's mind.
Do you need anything else, Darun?
Well, Drew was sort of looking at you if you need anything else, so, like... But no, he just kind of like, since you are asking, and clearly you don't, he just sort of nods in understanding and then heads away, walks away.
Darun, I am heading out with Zalin and Alda. I may not be back this evening, but should return by tomorrow evening. If I'm not, well, not much we can do about that. Please inform the others if they ask my whereabouts.
And Drew nods.
Fenric,
There goes the siren posse.
Yes.
how many apples is that today?
The second one, they didn't feed us, remember? And the Sue got some special treatment.
I did not.
I do love the Relry is leaving, and the first thing I think of, oh, is that a bus I hear? The bus coming to... He's ordered to run us over.
What?
I don't know,
Bus.
sorry. There's an analogy there that I didn't quite verbiage right. But I still think, every time someone leaves the scene, I'm like, they're going to betray me.
That's just your inner drow talking.
I'm about to die. I have no information.
Like I said, that's just your inner drought speaking to you and telling you everyone is trying to betray you.
I mean, I won't say that isn't the case, but additionally, it sucks.
I am going to start reading. Well, I retrieved the scroll upstairs, and I'm just going to start reading in the lab for the scroll that
Oh yeah, the scroll! You're never going to finish that, by the way.
well, I'm going to try.
Yeah, it's
That
not going to
is-
be a lack of trying,
That
It's
is
going to
not
be some
true.
other thing.
You say that, but we have proof that it can be done in the fact that one is about to be finished in game.
Yeah.
That's true, but how long did it take him to do that, though?
Well, very long time, but he's a timer.
100 something sessions?
Yeah, in real game times, it's taken about 2.5 years, I think. Real world time. About 2 years-ish? Yeah.
Yeah, around that time too.
You got
All we
it.
need is a
Got this.
downtime, and that just doesn't happen in West March campaigns.
I mean, this very much isn't a West March campaign.
No,
Well, you know.
definitely get downtime times here, so we'll see. Yeah, I am locking the doors to the lab. I can sit around.
I'm gonna jump down the chimney.
Well, those doors are also locked, and we're putting on the Inferno verdict.
Alright, well, I mean, you're welcome to if you want to, Fenric. I'm not sure what your
No.
goal
No.
is.
Dude just
Lying
enters
down
and says,
on the
"I'm continuing my work." No, that's not those. Just so he's aware that if he hears strange noises, that's Jeroen.
You know that meme of the guy who looks, blinks, looks again? That's fucking Sidorfish.
Oh, God.
Raquella is just gonna. If someone's walking down a hallway at some point, is anyone walking down a hallway at the minute?
I walked earlier down the hallway, but I have not anymore.
Okay, never
Where's
mind.
the
So
path? Is it on the second floor?
second floor, most likely. Yeah.
I didn't go
As
upstairs.
Fenric, you didn't go upstairs.
No, I'm laying down on a couch.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna come.
He had a rough day,
I'm gonna come down the stairs. I can't go through the. Oh bloody hell! The door situation is gonna piss me off in this house. I already know. Okay, cool.
It's a new thing.
I'm good. What the fuck is Esther doing in there? Oh, no one's in here either. Okay, where the fuck is everyone?
Well, I have learned that people keep congregating wherever I try to read, so that's why I've just hid it
You
myself.
fucked off somewhere else. Yeah. I'm just gonna wander in here in a bath gown, with my white hair done up in a black towel.
I understand why the doctor is always grumpy. Yes, Raquella?
Have you seen my slaves?
I don't keep tabs on him, no.
Ah,
I'd ask your brother.
bastard. He must have put them in his
nice.
rooms. Going to check his room.
You
Oh.
shut the door.
I can't be asked to drag my token there, but I'm gonna go check Valerius' room.
You find Lauren on the bed. Yeah.
Oh. What on earth are you doing in here? Oh, you can't talk. Okay. This way, please.
I'm just
You
gonna take her back.
okay. He will follow you. That's fine.
Fantastic. I'm just going to tell her to deal with my clothing situation and listen to Essa, why is she in there? Is Essa actually in that room over there, or is she?
Yeah, she's spent a bit of time in there.
Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I'm going to have Essa deal with, because I'm still haven't unpacked, right? I've been here for one day. I was only planning on visiting, but now I think she doesn't really have much of a choice but to stay.
And you died with these people, might as well stay with these people, right?
There's a different reason, but yeah, let's say that. Yes, I'm just going to have them deal with my chores for the time being, whilst I'm
Magic.
recuperating.
Witch.
I'm going to
Don't
get
scare
dressed
me.
and come back down again.
Oh, you're still in here.
Why? Where else would I be?
I don't know. This place seems much emptier than usual. Or was
You need
yesterday an
something?
exception? I suppose I don't. I was just looking around for something to do. Most of the time when I arrive at a new place, I get to know the locals, and I suspect we've gotten to know each other quite well.
I think you've managed to get to know the locals very well.
You know, you might be surprised to know that I wasn't unfamiliar with the locals. At least, I thought I was. They seem rather courteous for people of this city, that family. Though that Baroness, she is right on the money for the stereotype I was going for. A little bit too smart for her own good, I'd say.
So she didn't offer you a deal at all?
I didn't give her any information. I played the innocent girl, and she told me I would have my head lopped off. Naturally, in this city, I suspect they'd quite like to see a drow dead.
Yeah, she also told me she wished your head was chopped off as well.
Oh, nice. If she offered you a deal, you must have told them something.
I told them what I told the people in the house. Nothing more.
Everything, then.
I mean, I guess.
You know, I had this plan. I had planned to make a much better first impression, but it looks as though that ship has quite sailed.
What impression were you trying to go for?
Helpful, maybe.
I mean, you were helpful. You freaking almost destroyed an entire room. With us in it.
I was confident you could take it. Your friends mentioned that your dab hand with mutagenic sciences.
Yes.
I figured that since you were at least sturdy.
I mean, I was the last one standing, but I guess I wasn't a threat at first.
I think we dived into a pit far beneath our depth. Far too quickly. I also think that we didn't communicate well enough our desires. I have since learned that Zyron is telepathic.
That's news to me. He didn't.
It would have been
try
really,
use. Yeah, he
really
didn't try using
useful,
that.
yes.
I feel like you said, we just didn't communicate
No.
as well as we should have.
I
Now I
even
know
taught
next time.
I even taught you
guess-
that drow sign, and unfortunately we didn't really have an opportunity to use it. They were quite breathing over our necks.
I mean, I noticed you did want to hack them, but when your spell didn't work, I figured you would have stepped down.
The thing is, if you have the opportunity to strike first, I recognized us as the weaker party in that situation, admittedly. And when you're weaker, you must make the first strike count. But importantly, when you start a fight, you must finish it. Imagine what would have happened if we hadn't. I mean, I recognize that they let us go, but I still do not know why. Let's imagine that the world is as it should be, and that we are all dead right now. Do you think any amount of telling them stuff would have saved our lives? Any amount of giving up our information? All it would have done is prove to them that we're cowardly, loose-lipped.
I honestly think they probably already think that of us.
You've got a gripe with my brother, don't you?
I do, but he, I guess, is keeping us safe for now.
He's
So no,
keeping
I
us
won't.
safe.
Maybe. We'll see.
If I were
No.
him, I'd have let us die.
I
And
was
that's-
just gonna say, I don't think he would have ever came for us if we stayed in those cells.
Not only that it's, well, risky and practically unfeasible, but additionally, schemers don't get into a habit of growing attached to their toys.
I'm starting to learn that of him. The thing that stinks is he has a silver tongue and he can spew these lies to make you believe that he is your best friend. Or a friend in that matter.
He left the house when we caught him cavorting with devils. They tend to lend you a silver tongue. I'm almost tempted to try and take my felon back from him. And call me
that would-
sentimental.
I mean, that would be smart on your behalf.
I was worried that I would have little information and I might be able to get it out of Felon, but I don't know if I trust my brother not to kill her on a whim.
I mean, I haven't seen him try to kill us, but I have seen him not try to stop us from dying.
So, I had intended to ask yesterday, before all of this, but I don't suppose you'll tell me about your line of work?
My line of work is helping Rorius. What do you mean?
As in... Well, you're a mutagenist, are you not?
More alchemist, but yeah.
Well, that line of work.
What do you need to know? It's almost like every alchemist you probably meet. You poison people that deserve it, you poison people that don't.
Every alchemist that I've ever met has been no end of willing to gush about all of their wondrous achievements. It surprises me a little that you're not, in all honesty.
It might be because I don't fully trust you.
Well, that is smart. How will we ever get along, Fenric? As it happens, I'll tell you something of mine for free. I don't suspect I'm going to have the opportunity to go home for a while. You see, if I was to return to Chiswell now, I'd undoubtedly be followed. And if the Duke doesn't already know about my business, Then he will for certain if I go home. So I'll be here for a while. Scheme or no.
I mean, possibly. I mean, it might also be that they would rather us leave.
Did it look like they'd rather us leave? I suspect greatly that we're their absolute favourite playthings at present.
True. They haven't given us anything, though. So, I guess yet.
Bombard us with challenges, maybe.
I guess we already have Tiamat to thank for challenges, right?
Yes, I look
I
forward
just
to
give
the
a-
next one.
Sly smile.
I tell you
Honestly.
what, how many challenges did he say he had left? 2, 3?
I think he's done 2.
And there are 5 heads of Tiamat, so there must be 3 more. Wonderful. Well, how many faiths are there in this city again? Wasn't it like 5 or something?
Around that, yes.
Hmm.
Do we see that owl? Or is it invisible?
That owl just snippy snappies into the room, like does the fly up thing onto one of the shelves or whatever this thing is.
That must be a familiar. Hello. Who's watching?
I mean, you did leave the door wide open anyway, so...
This is my brother's house. Why would I not leave doors open?
I don't know. I was trying to sleep, but...
Oh, I see. Okay, right. I'll go and bother someone else then.
I mean, you can still talk if you need to. I'm not kicking you out yet.
Hard to kick someone out of the house you didn't own.
Are you sure you want to
Exactly.
sleep? Are you sure you want to sleep there? I think I can hear noises coming from beyond the wall.
Yeah,
Oh,
what
wait.
is... Oh, wait.
Wait,
which-
did he leave already?
No idea.
Okay.
I wasn't hearing noise beyond the wall, but underneath us, I don't know what that is. It sounds like someone is excavating or something.
But yeah, I have not told them that yet. They don't know that yet. I forgot. It hasn't.
Surprise.
I don't know.
I've lived in Chiswell for a couple of years, and I definitely recall the sound of swinging pickaxe. Why are
Do
you
you think
digging?
Do you think it's the doctor? Who else
He
goes
doesn't-
down there?
He doesn't seem to have the constitution to mine, unless his undead frame gives him a sort of ungodly strength.
Do you think he's trying to dig a quick escape route or something?
I tell you what, I definitely need one of those.
Trying to dig myself into a different campaign.
Gotta get out of here. These guys are mad.
Is that it? Everyone's just call it here. That's fantastic.
I'll just join Monday.
Want to go explore?
I guess I probably wouldn't be able to sleep anyway.
Fantastic. Now, I've been wanting to do this since yesterday.
I'm gonna go and clamber down the chimney.
All right, no problem. You make your way down the chimney. Let me drag you.
I'm not doing that again. I'm gonna go use the.
He's gonna be a normal person about it.
I'm gonna use the door.
And, you know, the doctor thought he could escape these people. This fool.
It's becoming painfully clear to me that I should just start reading in my clinic instead.
I'm gonna open this door. Is this a squeaky door? Because I'm gonna try and open it a crack to just sort of eye my way in, see what's happening.
That was it. Go ahead and roll me a stealth roll.
Stealth.
You need to beat
Oh
an
yeah,
11.
okay.
You did not beat an 11. I'm afraid.
I need to beat an 11.
Yeah, you needed to
Just
go
one
over
shot.
11. Yeah.
Just the door. I don't know how a stone door would. Actually, no, it's not going to creak. You just hear like the sound of like a coffin opening.
Yeah.
And then there's
Stone scraping on stone.
like Sidorvich is sitting, kind of. He's looking into the room, so his vision is like going down towards where Herman and Strauss are, and his eyes just ever so slightly look over to the incineration door, opening on a crack with the hinges squeaking and the ground cracking and stone being moved about.
Didn't you lock the doors or no?
Well, I didn't think I had unlocked the incineration doors.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't think of that either.
I'm gonna just knock on the door. Doctor.
2 doors at once.
Love knocking in this house.
Well, it's locked. What exactly are you doing in there?
Crying.
Don't pry, Fenric. Young boys like this need to be left to their own devices.
Is he digging a hole?
We'll unlock the door, and I'll just keep reading in my green-lit, ghastly lab. What is this now?
Where is it coming from?
Yeah.
It's not in here.
That is Jeroen digging a cave.
What? Why?
Some kind of ritual. I don't know. Go ask him.
It's going to take him a very long time to dig to Chiswell from here.
Strauss will unlock the other door.
Enjoy your book.
Scroll.
Enjoy your rolled up book.
That's what how that works.
Wow, is this what we're calling man caves nowadays?
Turn for a moment, look at her, turn back around, keep digging.
Where are you trying to go?
He's got like a jackhammer in there.
Nowhere. It is almost done. This will do.
You might need a support beam.
There are
How's my
support
cave
beams. Theater of the mind, there are support beams. I can't do everything perfectly, okay? Like, this is as good as it can get.
Where are the support beams, Ty?
Is this where you've been sleeping? I just point over to this, like, hay
No.
bale.
I didn't know he slept. I thought he was just standing up all the time.
Honestly, maybe from the amount of nightmares.
But sleeping has been difficult, yes. Which is why I made this.
To get away from us.
To sleep in?
No, to get away from the curse.
There's a curse in the house?
Yes, everyone keeps knocking on the door.
That one too.
The door curse.
No. Look at Fenric as I recall. There's this elf prophet that has been haunting us.
She does keep coming back, I've noticed. You've
And she does
killed her.
keep haunting my dreams as I kill her.
That's not good.
It isn't.
Is this been happening for a while?
Ever since I kill her. Yes.
Have you talked to the doctor about that? Maybe he
Yes.
knows something.
I do not. He's very busy. I do not believe he is quite equipped to deal with this matter. So I will handle it first myself, if possible. You can see also there occasionally. You will have seen it first at the entrance already. There is a symbol at the wall, which I will post in Beast of Berghof. A rune sort of darkened, etched into the wall, and there's occasional, like, the versions of that of different size and quality, because occasionally it doesn't go so well. But he's actually currently drawing one into this wall as well, and they're sort of kind of all over the cave and at the entrance, and yeah.
What do those runes mean? Are they from your tribe?
No. Rune of Lothic. The Cave Mother.
Cave Mother.
So Druin, for the moment, thinks to himself, like, to try and explain, but he hates fucking talking, so like it takes a moment. He's trying to figure out the least amount of words he can say in this matter. Lothic is wife of Grumsh, deity of the orcs.
And
she is more of a protective deity. Worshipped in caves.
Well, if this doesn't work, I might be able to create some sort of sleeping potion that might be able to help you sleep.
No, sleep does come to me. It's just that it's not restful.
I've got my own cave mother who wouldn't mind moving in.
It's there.
You hitting on him?
Drew doesn't get it. He doesn't know what you're talking about, so he does make around, keeps working.
Never mind.
Yeah, that seems like a no.
This will do. He pushes a bunch of dirt into the little cart he has, picks the cart up, so looks at you guys too, like, move out of the way.
Sorry.
He goes back upstairs to put all the dirt on, get all the dirt out of here.
This must have been a lot of dirt. If he's been dumping it in the garden, then it would have covered the entire lawn by now.
I wonder where he is putting it. I didn't see any dirt.
Maybe he's eating it.
What the fuck?
He can't flush it all down the privy.
Maybe he's putting it in the neighbor's.
Ah, like a cat.
Exactly.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate that you're like me.
What the
Like-
fuck's that supposed to
Yeah.
be?
What do you mean?
You're obviously book smart, but it annoys me in a certain way that you seem to suffer from all the same impulsive flaws and thoughts that I do. As far as I'm aware so far.
I'm smart in some situations, not really book smart. I don't really like to read much.
I thought you were a researcher.
It's more of like adding things together until something happens, and then I know.
The hillbilly of science.
You don't write it down?
Well, I mean, I write it down, but I'm not reading other people's work like the doctor likes to do. I'm more of the person that's doing the experiments.
Ah.
And sometimes they don't work, and I'll just kind of move my hair back You see just this like big burn scar on the side of my face.
Does it just look like a burn scar, or is it just...
Yeah.
Oh, you were in a fire of your own making.
Yeah, you can say that. Something exploded.
Something.
Added too much of one component.
I mean, I organize experimentation on the fog creatures.
How long have you been around here?
In this city, a couple days. In this barony, a few years.
Gotcha.
Originally, we weren't going to follow Raurius, but as it happened, we heard tell of strange fog creatures, and we wanted them to sell, to study. Seemed interesting. So they sent me. They've been doing it for a while, but I'm sort of there as a liaison. But I have been organizing many of the, let's call them experimentations for the time being. And don't come talking to me about ethical experimentation either. I'm afraid we don't have that where I'm from.
I do have a crazy theory. That's probably not true.
Do tell.
These fog creatures, I have an inclination that someone is making.
But the fog is clearly... Well, the fog is clearly doing it itself, obviously, yes?
True.
But it's also that somebody else is making them.
Yeah, look at this. Hold on. And I'm gonna go into my ring for a moment.
I find it so weird that we're best friends now suddenly. I find it so strange. How did we get here?
Drune has started stacking rocks.
We're just sort of watching and talking, I think.
Yeah.
I'll bring out my slime creature.
Oh my god, it exists? It's real?
It's gonna whip his slime. The first time. Session 15, you heard it here first.
Takes an action.
Holy shit.
2 actions, actually.
I've forgotten what it looks like.
I don't think I have. Do I have him?
It's been so
I can't
long,
place
we
him.
never said
Oh, I
it.
do. I did.
Is that it?
That's him.
I was going to say, I think you do somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I do. I just
can't remember where it is.
Obviously,
Jerome drops his weapon because he has never seen this thing before.
Don't worry, Darun. I somehow created this thing. I don't have the right components that I used because that is what exploded on me. But
Jerome,
then
real
this
quick.
thing was here.
Jerome, real quick, he will sheath his weapons again. He just says to you, like, don't make a mess. Looking at the weird goop creature in front of him.
Why didn't you bring this out during our previous battle? Surely it would have been useful.
Useful, but if I get caught with this thing, I can only imagine more of trouble I'd be in. You know, that is one of their rules, don't mess with the fog.
That is one of their rules. Who's to say they don't mess with the fog, though?
That's what I'm trying to get at. They don't want us messing with it because they don't want us to accidentally do this. I'll just
I
point
found
to
it
the...
strange. You recall their... Oh, what are they called? The enormous, terrifying knights they have following them around everywhere.
Fire Knights?
My god.
Those ones. Did you ever
Sure.
once hear them speak or remove their helmets?
I'm pretty sure one of them But when we were dealing with the hangings before, right? That's so long ago, I don't know.
I don't think they did speak at that point, no.
Oh.
I know that one of you spoke to them, but I can't remember which one of you.
Yes, we spoke to one of them during the hanging, and that was while we had that guy who
Fenric stole from.
stole from,
Yeah.
and that ordeal, and then he knocked that guy out, or gave him a blood brain bleed. Actually,
I still have that treasure map too.
and he spoke very briefly to us when we wanted to speak to the lady again when she was tending to the person that had just been hanged, but he was like, don't speak to me. That was like right at the moment when that elf showed up, and we were like, what the fuck, can you arrest this person? But they were all like, nah, I ain't dealing with that shit.
Yeah.
I do recall them speaking briefly. More of don't talk.
Maybe I'm wrong then. They simply seemed too inhuman. Like Jaren, but less expressive somehow.
You know, making fun of someone while you're standing right next to them is pretty wild. Especially because he's still holding his weapon.
No, I sheathed it already.
Oh, okay.
You told me to not worry about the guy, so yeah.
Oh, no offense, Jaren. You aren't particularly expressive, though. You can't deny me that.
Yeah.
Case in point.
Lady Ducal has gone down on the rune likeness rating.
That's what the entire campaign is based on, yeah.
I'm going to get things. Don't touch anything.
I feel like he doesn't really want us in here.
Oh, no, I'm sure he doesn't. I'm more curious what he's doing than I am scared of what he'll do to us, though, so... Although, he isn't... Relrius clearly doesn't like us at the moment, so I don't know, maybe he'll give the order.
That is true. I wonder if Darun would accept that, honestly.
He is clearly more loyal to Sidorovich than Relrius, though. That's clear to me, though. I haven't yet figured out why.
Should we ask him when he gets back?
Maybe.
I say we could bug the doctor, but he might,
Hit us?
get mad at us. Yeah. He might honestly bring Evangeline back just to taunt us.
I still haven't met her, despite her having supposedly risen from the dead once or twice.
She was laying on his table.
Yes, I figured that part out. I don't consider seeing the corpse of somebody meeting them, per se.
That's a necromancer. I take offense to that.
Is Jaren back?
Am I there? Do you see me?
No.
Then I'm not fucking back. I'm manually moving through the fucking house right now, okay? Like, give me a moment.
We're just waiting for Jaren to get back. Hurry the fuck up!
He's gonna leave the kitchen right now. He's getting some things.
Make a snack, yeah.
No, it's not making a snack. I guess he might take a snack. I mean, he's here already. I guess he has.
I've never seen this man eat. Have we seen this guy eat?
Yeah, no. Well, not you.
He subsists entirely on black lumpy stuff.
Only the flesh of his enemies.
Yeah, you haven't seen him eat, but no, he at the 10 sessions ago or something. We were having a little feast around the big table, and he has been eating there.
Okay, cool.
Black and lumpy.
Yeah.
I suppose we could ask. You know, we are going to have to move back through his operating room, though, aren't we?
There is a.
I'm not going
secret-
outside.
Oh. I mean, if you. I don't know. I guess he probably locked the doors again.
Are we locked in?
I don't know. Rune's coming in and out.
Hey, Jerome.
Out
We
of
have
the
a
way.
question.
Like point at the weird fucking slime thing.
I'll just
That's-
wave my hand. Move over.
That's rude.
Out of the, that's like
Still-
out of the middle of the room.
What about over there? Is that good?
That's fine. That's fine.
Jeroen, what's your relationship with Sidorovich?
He's a doctor.
You need a doctor?
Yes.
I'm supposing this isn't the kind of thing you like sharing with people.
If I like it or not, if you are insightful enough, you would notice. He sort of like he stands there and points at his leg, and I don't know. I haven't described this in a while now, but you would clearly see there is a peculiar sort of mark on his armor, you know, on the greaves, and then up the leg and the sort of lower part of his torso, where it seems from the bottom of the leg it sort of snakes up and has like clearly sort of melted and deformed the metal of the armor, which is an incredible thing to do because, as you might have noticed, his armor is made out of mithril, which is not easy to melt. So, and it is magical as well. So, like, something incredible must have, like, done this to the armor that seemingly has, like, warped and melted the armor on these parts and sort of snakes up the leg, sort of circling around and then up to the midriff of his torso. And,
I had noticed that before. I did think it only to be battle damage on your armor, though.
it looks worse beneath it.
So this is a sickness, then? A curse?
Injury. Both.
Injury. Must have been quite a debilitating injury. There's plenty of, well, good clerics who could revitalize a leg.
I tried.
If that's
So
what
it's-
you look like, I can only imagine the other guy.
He's so frustrated, grunts at the end, like, no. The other guy is very much still alive.
Who is the other guy?
A demon.
Oh,
I do not know its name.
sounds fairly curse-like.
It had a fiery whip that grabbed my leg.
Ah.
And it took all my strength to get off it, get out of it. Ugh.
Well, that does suck.
He nods. Yes. Yes, it does.
It is incredibly painful.
And maybe with that sort of context, you also remember back the fight they have, you and him had, and that leg was sort of always lagging behind a little bit. He's like, you can put one more together. He's been kind of crippled the entire time you know him.
Well, no wonder you didn't want to chase me up that wall.
I also don't think he can climb walls like you.
I would have had an easier time back then. This injury has been very debilitating.
And Sidorovich is aiding you with that.
He's trying, he said. There's been little progress so far. A lot less since he has gotten that scroll.
Priorities, man. I'm trying.
Maybe there's something in the scroll that will help him help you.
I can only hope. You can see him fill. If you have noticed, he has placed rows of bowls, sort of in a path towards the stacked up rocks, and he's currently filling the bowls with some seemingly random ingredients.
Are we having lunch?
You take all the bowls in
No.
the kitchen.
I believe we still have more.
It's been a while since I had a cavern picnic.
This is not a picnic.
Do you need help with anything?
No. Actually, he looks at you, Fenric. What do you have in terms of... I don't think so of the right word. Components, ingredients. I might need some more specific things.
What are you looking for?
Things that burn. Burn well.
Knock, knock.
What? You know, you think that you're hiding in a cave and people wouldn't find you here.
Right.
You just came to steal my bowls. Of course, I know where you are.
I do. I'll look at him like, what does he want?
He has a little wicker basket. I thought all the digging might make you hungry, so I bought you all some snacks.
Appreciate it.
He'll just lay it on the side. Here you go. Enjoy your picnic. If you need a proper meal, I'm not bringing that down here. You have to come up to the table.
It is not a picnic. You will say Drew will just accept this fate.
May I ask, what does the food he brought us look like?
Is it black and lumpy?
There is some. It's effectively bread, cheese, ham, some olives. So a little.
Oh, that's a good day of work. That sounds great, honestly.
But the bread is all black.
The bread is the only. Well, the olives are black as well. Black olives. But you think those are just actually black olives, not like colored black. But the bread is black. Yeah, the cheese is not. Neither of the meats. They are just.
I am convinced
She's a
this
meat
guy
eater.
is slowly trying to kill us with like overfeeding us on iron. Just
Well,
get
what's-
it.
Slathers
great is-
actual iron on it.
I haven't eaten any of it.
Pretty
There's a
sure
knock at
spitting
your-
of iron content.
Maybe, I have no idea. There's a knock on your door as well. Talk to Sidorovich.
What did he do to the bread?
Here we go. You have a smaller basket. Snacks. Reading snacks.
Thank you. Continue reading.
Side.
I need to figure this out.
I hope, out of all the Dragonborn, if Zion dies, this guy stays.
I like how he came through the pantry to get to us. What does it look like? Is there like a false bookcase or something in there?
Well, after scratches
it's all
before,
shells.
there is like one of the little kegs is actually a fake keg, and if you then twist the like tap on it, the shelf basically unhinges, and you can then push it open with the back wall part.
Nice. Well, we just need to make sure that any investigators coming to the house don't really like beer.
It's labeled acid.
And
until we clean this up, honestly, right now it's very, very obvious that there's a door behind because there's a bunch of dirt on the floor. Going sort of like towards it and then.
I will have the prestidigitation again through this fucking house.
It's a proper Scooby-Doo scene with the muddy footprints just going into the wall. Yeah,
Yeah, exactly. It's very obvious.
You see Fenric disappear momentarily, and then he comes back.
Wow!
I do have some things that burn pretty easily. They're all types of metal that burn. Here, I have, and he'll give you like some like small little bags of like sodium and potassium and lithium, that stuff that burns very easily.
Do they burn long as well?
Some of them do, yes.
They will do then. Take some. And as he stuffs another piece of bread in his mouth, he begins to like pour a little stuff of that into the bowls as well. So they work. I hope this will do for now. We'll see if it's going to work. He sits on his ledge and, he begins to eat. Satisfied with his work as he looks around the cave and the symbols on the walls and the little path he has made.
How long have you been working on this?
The entire day. As much as I can.
You did all this in one day. It's motivation.
Really puts in perspective how much you can fuck up in one day versus how much you can make in one day.
My leg might be crippled, but my arms are not.
Oh, me and Raquella had a question for you. If Relrius asked you to kill us, would you?
Yes.
Yeah!
What about the doctor? Would you kill him?
It would be unfortunate. But at this very moment, I'm very much still under contract, and I see no reason to disobey his orders, because I believe you would have very likely fuck up, as you people put it, very hard to make him order such a thing.
I mean, that's understandable. You're doing
while I would do it, he looks around and looks also over to the doctor. I would like not to, if possible.
Well, hopefully it doesn't come to...
He nods.
Given that you're under contract, I don't suppose he's told you anything more about his wonderful plan.
No.
Typical.
Do you think he even has a plan, or he's just talking out of his ass and we believe him?
I do not know, but ever since the assassination after the church, he has been closed away in his office more. I cannot tell if this is to just avoid it or work more on his plan. I would not know.
I know you know that I've seen him hiding away as well. I mean, I did say something under my breath you probably heard.
I was standing right next to you.
Exactly, yeah.
We're going to need to work on your discretion.
I guess.
That's the sun bomb woman.
Well, there's a time for discretion and a time for a sun bomb, you know? That was clearly the time for sun bomb. He finishes his bread. Unless you guys suddenly intercept him or something.
I'm going to offer you my bread as well. I'm not eating that shit.
I mean, he takes it, but he will likely still stand back up. I will do my patrols.
When he
Do not touch anything.
I was waiting for that.
when he goes, I'm gonna say,
I'll tell you what, if I was forced to do walking patrols and mining with that state on my leg, I think I would die.
Well, I don't think he was forced to do this mine.
No, he wasn't forced to. Oh, actually, you know, he wasn't forced to, but it seems like the situation has generally made it the best option for him. If he's cursed and all.
I mean, what would you do if you kept seeing ghosts of people you killed? You think that he's just having nightmares? I mean, I've seen the faces of the people I've killed in dreams, but not curse. Do you think he just doesn't understand what a curse is?
I think that a man like that, who's seen that much blood, would not be put off by the death of one girl. The man survived whatever that demon was with the whip. And despite his physical injury, he doesn't seem too worse for wear mentally for it. So, no, I think that he's making a fuss of this is most likely the truth. I see no reason why he would lie.
I didn't mean lying, just not.
Well, let's have a look. He killed someone, saw her vision. This person was... Did they look cultish?
I mean, yeah, they had cuts all over themselves.
Deliberate cuts? Patternous cuts?
It was more like runic cuts, right, Ty? They kind of looked like runes.
One
Symbols
or
and
two,
stuff.
but not the vast majority of them.
Some of them looked runic, some of them just deliberate cuts. No meaning.
So somebody batshit died and a curse. Perhaps it wasn't having cast a curse, but rather transferred one. Perhaps that woman was cursed, and that curse was transferred to him. Either way, this definitely sounds like a curse.
Now that you speak of it, she did end up coming back, and he killed her again.
Any themes that I should be looking out for? Did she say anything?
She was spewing things about your brother burning or something. I can't remember.
That sounds
It was-
about right.
Something that he's basically going to be digging himself into a big hole and getting us all killed because of it.
I'm just going to sort of look around where we are for a
I had the
Yeah.
same thought.
Should we relocate somewhere else for a moment, I think?
I mean, the support beams seem like they'll hold.
I think I'd rather not test it, just for now.
It would be funny if at that moment you hear one of those beams go.
And the whole thing just collapses.
Yes, definitely gay. My intelligence score is far too high for me to remain in this room.
Who shall we bother?
I didn't know that's what we were doing, but...
Don't form a
now-
friendship on that basis. That's
Now that
fucked
you
up.
mention
Don't become
it.
friends to fucking annoy other people. That's so fucked.
I do love I do love the idea
How
that
did
you
this
liked
happen?
us more when we hated each other.
Yeah, it's because you didn't bother us.
Oh, he didn't lock it.
Wanna lock that one.
Oh, do you want
Oh,
you
he
lock
did
you
lock
lock
it.
you lock that one? Sorry, give me a sec.
We might as well just go outside.
Where the fuck is it? I've got must have.
Are you looking for this? And I'll just pull out a thieves' tool.
I could have sworn I had thieves' tools. That's fine.
Oh, you,
I need to look at my cheat sheet. I must have thieves' tools. Does not
Not
make
in your
sense to me.
inventory, then they're not in your inventory.
Okay, if you've got a way of doing it, then you do it.
Well, he can just give them to you.
Yeah, I was saying I can just give it to
No,
you. if you
I
want
can't. I
it.
can't see the proficiency. I could have sworn I had the proficiency, but I can't find
Oh,
it. So I'm
That
going
too.
to check.
Alright, well.
I am going to check. Is that good enough?
Yeah.
You come in, you see Sidorovich staring at the operating table, and the sponge just moved.
It doesn't seem very.
You better put that
what's the
thing
word?
back in your ring before you come in here, Fenric. I'm not letting the slime go over the floor, you know.
He doesn't make a trail. He's not a slug.
Well, but how slowly it does, and he comes out. You could have fooled me.
Got him.
Well, maybe if I put armor on him, I can have him follow me around.
that would be a good idea.
You'll have to find something that he can fit in. Are you guys done bothering Jeroen and I'm now your next victim?
We did want to ask what you're treating him for, unless you've got some confidentiality clause.
Well, I could tell you, but that would mean that any humiliating secret you come to me about next time for a medical reason, I would be forced to tell others as well.
That's fine.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
And did Jeroen say something along the lines of, I will cut your heads off if you know?
He said he'll cut our heads off if Relrius tells him to.
Yeah, that sounds like him.
And yours.
Yes,
He wouldn't
agree.
like to do yours, though. He didn't really say that much about us.
Yeah.
We can only assume he wouldn't like to cut ours off as well.
Sure. I'll go with that. I'm going to go over this very briefly. Its affliction is an interesting one, and it is both a natural state and a magical state that he's afflicted with. I point to the extraction fluid from one of the wounds that's on one of the tables with various burners and other stuff. When I know more, I will know more, and I will treat him for it. But for now, so far, it's a bit of a mystery. I feel his own physiology is also working against any ordinary cure. Can't say much more than that. I've never encountered it before in my life.
in this curse that he's afflicted with, of seeing
Oh yeah,
this
that's
girl.
the one of the person he keeps killing. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but don't kill her. Apparently, just I don't know, push her away.
Say it like it's that easy.
Is he the only one being afflicted by it?
So
He's the
far,
only one
he's
that's
the only one
killed
that's
her.
been killing her. Yeah.
Maybe we should make sure that he continues to be the only one killing her?
I don't know. He seems pretty content to focus on that. I think he's taken it as a personal fucking challenge.
I mean, he did dig an entire cave back there.
Mm-hmm. You're very well aware. Have you seen the mountain of dirt out by the trees?
I didn't, actually. That's why we came down here. We heard noise underground.
And
I
what
thought it
of
was
this?
you.
Do you think Joan would be disappointed in Relrius for cohorting with devils?
Well, since he got attacked by a demon, doesn't really matter. You know there's a difference between devils and demons.
I'm aware, yes.
Good. And, you know, since his employer, or Relrius is his employer, as far as Jerome is concerned, he could be the literal embodiment of death itself. Sign a contract.
These visions that he's been seeing, this woman.
God.
Can't fault me for being curious.
I can fault you for being curious right now. You can be curious up in the study. Please. Fucking leave.
Okay, fine. I was just wondering if you had an opinion on it.
I'll tell you it tomorrow.
Are we even going to be here tomorrow?
I'll start heading upstairs.
Are you climbing the chimney?
Yes.
It's
Well.
filthy in there. We burn bodies.
Why would you burn them?
Sometimes I like the smell. No.
Ew.
All right. Unless you want to bother somebody else and solidify your friendship some more, let me know, I guess. But
That's me and
otherwise, I
Fenric
think-
against the world.
I mean, yeah, it's starting to seem that way for sure. Otherwise, I think we should take a 10-minute break here, and then when we come back, we're gonna look to take a long rest. If that works for you.
Oh, wonderful. Day 3 or whatever.
4, no, 6.
All right, perfect. Thank you. Let's 10-minute break, everybody. Throw the timer up, and we will jump ahead once we're back. All right. Hello. Mel, hear us?
No, he's on super mute. I added him in Beast of Berghof. There he is. He has returned. Indeed, Mel, I agree.
I have returneth. Hello, Mel. How you doing?
Doing good. Eating some soup.
We found out what his runes mean.
Did you? What do they mean?
Yeah. They mean you.
Me?
Yeah, it's you.
Oh. Wunderbar.
Yooby dooby doo.
You, but really grunty, maybe, I guess.
Yeah.
According to Viv.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, so before we shift things forward and sort of carry on, as it were, we're gonna push ahead to doing your long rest. But before we do that, is there anything that anybody else wants to do this evening? Obviously, Dr. Story, I assume you're finishing your book. Oh no,
Well,
Is Relrius around?
yeah, he's in his office.
Oh, he is
Oh.
here.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, if we're going ahead for the long rest and stuff, going in for the night, I was just doing my patrol, and then I would return to my cave to actually try and attempt this ritual of mine.
Okay. Nice.
Because if I don't get a fucking long rest again, I'm going to die, I swear to God. I'm in real life going to explode if I don't get rid of this fucking exhaustion.
That sounds
Which, I still might not. This might not work. This is a gamble, just like how I'm doing and how Jeroen is doing it. This might be just just a gamble.
But before we gamble on anything, Ty, the green screen, we need to tuck it a little bit on the side.
Reality. That's on the bingo card, by the way.
Really good.
That's reality seeping is on the bingo card.
It was a small amount. It's not a problem. Anyway, it's fine. All right, take us through your ritual. What are you doing? What's up?
So,
First you sacrifice a chicken.
no. First, Jeroen will take off his helmet.
Then he sacrifices a chicken.
He sacrifices his helmet.
I can do this. I'm back, by the way. Thank you, break time. You can go away.
It's a terrifying sight, I remember.
Yes. I forgot a part, actually, about this. I just should have prepared, which I just remembered. I guess Jeroen will quickly do that before he starts. He will. No, you know what? Maybe I can do it sort of as the initiation as well. Well, Jeroen will sort of start at the entrance of the cave. He believes the longer this path, the longer this cave, and deeper this cave, the better. But he could only manage this far. Well, it will have hopefully to do. If not, he might tomorrow make the cave bigger. We'll see about that. But yes, Jeroen will take off his helmet. He will drop most of his weapons to the side, and most of his equipment outside the cave to the side, besides his axe. He will keep holding in his hand. He will then grab a torch as well. Ignite that. But before igniting it, he will use his axe to cut his palm. So there is a bit of blood on the axe itself of his own. He will then sort of slowly proceed through the cave, And as he passes each sort of row of bowls, he will so swing his axe above it to drop a little bit of his blood and use a torch afterwards to ignite. And then do that with each one of them. He's holding as well his helmet sort of under his left arm, where he's holding the torch as well. He will continue to do so, igniting the small sort of bowl torches or scones, the flames basically flickering from it, and with his at least I hope so, with his blood, the sort of the special infusion, the lights might grow sort of a mixture of green and purple with the sort of metals he uses to ignite these he gotten from Fenric, right? He'll then proceed igniting all of these. Will then sort of go to a knee onto before the altar, put his helmet sort of in front of him, facing himself as well, and then setting the axe to the side. And then for the sort of final bit, he will put his hand that he has cut. Well, first off, he will also douse the torch sort of in the dirt next to him. So the only lights are the bowls with the several ingredients, like so they smell like a special kind of incense almost fills the room. And then when he does the torch, he will use the hand that he cut himself and sort of place it on the more carefully carved rune of Luthic on the biggest stone on top of the stone altar, so to smear his blood across it, and then he will meditate for, if necessary, hours, until he feels like it is good enough or something happens, and then afterwards he will rest in that little sleeping corner he has dug out for himself.
Okay. Beautiful. Thank you. Gain an inspiration
Hell yeah.
for your ritual. And we'll find out.
Then I cross my fingers.
Yeah, and then we'll find out shortly if this was enough. All right, beautiful. Oh my god. Thank you very much. As you settle down and begin to rest, we will find out in a moment. Let me just check in with everybody else first. Is there anybody else that is wanting to attempt to get to do anything before we take your long rest?
I'm good. If Revoius is still here, then I was gonna originally, because I thought you said that he'd gone, that I was gonna take my other girl back. That he's
I didn't say
nicking.
You asked me if he had.
No, I know. I thought I misunderstood something you told Jaren earlier.
I'm guessing Anna Marie is still technically here, right?
Yes. You haven't seen her, but she is still here. Yeah.
We have a long conversation with her.
No, I just figured she's probably in the room that I gave her, which is where I was staying. So I'll just go back to the couch I was laying on. Hopefully no one else intrudes. I'll actually just have my slime steel defender stand in front of the door, like on the inside though. So if someone tries to open the door, they can't.
Hey, let me in.
Lady Quill starts scratching at the door.
That's all fine.
Let's go.
There's more than one way into this room.
Were you seeking to talk to Rowarus this evening, or you just wanted to see if you could get there?
No, I had assumed he'd gone. If he's not gone, then what I had in mind is not possible. So
He is. He's still about, still lurking. All right, very good. Very good, very nice. With that said, then, as the evening draws in, the night passes. The manor itself feels restless, creaks and groans, whispering. softly into the darkness, and dreams coil with images of iron shackles and pale, smiling faces to something. But sleep does finally take you for all of those of you that do sleep. It is shallow and uneasy, but it is rest. And all of you may go ahead and take a long rest, including you, Jerome.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I will sort out your exhaustion, so don't alter that.
You see,
Give yourself 10 temporary hit points.
Yep.
At the end of
Oh
the
yeah. Good point. Yeah, the funny thing is, now I don't know if this was because my ritual worked or because the curse just kind of wore off on its own, you know? Like, I will never know.
It's the placebo effect.
Find out, right?
It's like, I'll have to test it if I now sleep outside my cave, or like, you know, if it still sticks around, or like, who knows? But hell yeah. Oh, thank God. I was really scared for exhaustion too, you know?
Was that
my
half movement?
speed half of us as well is gonna like suck us trying to be if I try to be a bodyguard and have to go into melee, you know, like I'm just like I'll be there in a second, guys. Oh no!
You're just diving in front of a crossbow bolt, and you get there 3 seconds later.
Yeah. Slaps in front. I'm here. Oh no.
All right. I'm going to.
I know
Go
assassinations are no joke, right? But I always find the people diving in front of them in the videos really funny.
I can also mark another on my serpent scroll downtime time. Yes,
Yeah.
alright, so I'm on 4 of 30.
You're getting there, buddy. You're getting there.
Hey, this is the same way Snobby had to go through it, you know?
Is that what I'm beginning to realize why you were so angry with Ty for giving you a serpent scroll at the beginning of the campaign?
Well, you can just give it back if you want. You don't
No,
have to have
fuck you, it's mine!
Like, what have you done to me? You have reduced me to this.
it. If you don't want it, that's fine.
It's a fantastic point, because in hindsight, he was given that by the Duke.
Yeah, and the Duke has given me both the license to trade in White Kingdom artifacts, and they've given me the Serpent Scroll, which is also why I became incredibly paranoid about everything.
And it's probably
and
how they're spying on us.
You still have both of those things.
We still have both of those things, yes. My license is locked up in the same place that the scroll gets locked up in the lead study case.
Right, I'm just spreading you out. 2 seconds.
I would be done long resting kind of 6 if I calculated it all correctly, because I would be done reading at 2 because I went, well, probably at 3, so 7 is when I would be done. And first thing I would then check when both reading and long rest is done is I get up, precipitation on myself, and then I look to see if Evangeline has gotten up.
Evangeline's body is not there.
Well, polymorph all kinds of duck. Come on, Herman and Strauss. Let's go and see if she has woken. Well, you know, we'll probably know if she's woken up in one of the other rooms soon enough. You know, she's going to die again or something else has happened. But now it's actually an excellent time since it's so quiet to work on a little something for you.
Where are my cards?
Unfortunately, I did roll a D100. You do not survive this morning. As in, you do come back to life, but you are asleep when Felon slits your throat this morning.
Who was Felon again?
Oh, that's one of Raquel's. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, god damn it.
She finds a very nice letter opener on the side, which after this morning's shenanigans that went down, feels prudent to keep on hand, and is proven right. Potentially tomorrow you'll get a chance to draw a card.
Oh, you mean Evangeline? Okay, fine. Thank fuck for that. So she does actually wake up every day then?
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a mechanic for this. I thought you were just doing it for fun.
She is back in Relrius's, or technically hers and Relrius's bed this morning. However, Felon is a little bit more prepared for it this morning, basically.
Just before you do any dumb shit, she just kills you again. Oh my god.
But, maybe tomorrow you can get a chance.
Am I getting just continually more and more disfigured every day then? Is that what's happening?
There is additional scarring, and I would say there's additional mental scarring every morning as well. Yes.
Wonderful.
Dear God. Well, before all that happened, I was gonna do some research work for Jeroen's illness. There's still other stuff that I need to get, but I was wondering if I could do some other work here in the lab, just to maybe make some progress, get some more ideas, yada yada.
Do you have a downtime thing for this, or you?
No, we didn't really establish a downtime thing. I just got started first by extracting some fluid from him. Not that kind of thing.
All right. Go ahead and make me a medicine roll.
Bruno actually also enters the room, sort of just declares sort of into the room so you can hear. It's just sort of like, nonchalant, deadpan, just declares the cave seemed to work. He does seem with a little bit more energy to him. He steps up. He has his helmet under the arm still.
To note the low roll, Jeroen steps in, but Sidorovich is still a bit exhausted and is just, trying to get into his work, doesn't hear him, and then he hears him, jolts a little bit, and drops whatever he was working on, and some glass shatters on the ground.
Oh, now it's my fault, huh?
Yeah, it's your fault.
Alright, I see. Wow.
Well, not doing this today. Good. Glad the cave worked. But did the cave work, or did the cuss just wear off?
I don't believe I can tell.
And that's unfortunate.
In the end, I'm not a cleric or shaman.
Yes.
I've seen this ritual many times before, but I would not be able to tell the signs if it's working or not.
Well, I was trying to do something for your condition, but
Instead of things at the floor, the broken stuff.
Yeah, that was the start of it. Don't worry, I still have plenty more. You don't need to stab that big needle into your leg again and extract fluid. No, I think I still have the address of the man that has notes on the Sea of Dust in my mind. I will all go maybe today and see if we can't contact that man so I can pick up those notes, or at least have a look through them. Maybe I can deduce something more, because I'm quite certain the reason why everyone has failed to heal you so far is due to your physiology. And I'm not taking into account that you're basically filled to the brim with, chaos magic. I like how Ty's smiling.
No, that's just his bad teeth. He's not. Oh, Jesus. Is it from upstairs or is it down here?
No, that is from upstairs. So whether you hear it or not, I will leave up to you. I imagine Dr. Sidorovich doesn't hear it, partially because he's trying to block out that noise, but also partially the exhaustion, your perception being higher, probably. Fenric, you would hear it, as well would Raquel.
It's the front door?
No, it's the window.
This is the front door, yeah. This is the front door.
Someone could have been knocking on my door. I don't know.
No, sorry, that's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I was like, what would Felin do with the body of Evangeline? And I just realized the chimney's right there. So, Jeroen and Dr. Sidorovich, you hear a loud thud and crunching as something falls down the chimney.
We just look at each other and then slowly look at the incineration doors.
Does Fenric whilst asleep like he just hears a clatter down the chimney in the room that he's in.
There's a lot of ash that goes under that fucking chimney.
Raquel, is that you?
God.
In the chimney?
Henrik, did you just throw Evangeline down the chimney?
No.
Peek into the chimney, look up. Who threw Evangeline down the chimney?
It came from the second floor.
Felin can't talk.
Do I see like a drow further up in the chimney?
No.
At...
Felin pushed the body down and then got straight back into bed.
All due respect, I have a feeling Evangeline probably just jumped.
No, you don't jump.
Oh. I mean, she probably would.
She walked up 2 stories just to jump back down again.
Also, I will have you know that she fucking vanished from my lab and rematerialized wherever she just got killed. Also, it doesn't take a doctorate's degree to tell you that someone slit her throat before pushing her down the chimney.
Oh, that's true. It's very visible, isn't it?
Well, I can't see that from up here.
Is that how this is just normal now?
There's not knock.
Someone's knocking
on his way
door.
up.
Yeah.
Jeroen, put your mask on.
I already did, Mom. Jeez.
Oh, you came in unmasked on my.
Yeah. Then I next to you put my mask back on. I guess you didn't notice that, but.
Oh, okay. I'll get Evangeline's body cleaned up and put back in the fucking room again.
I guess so up here would now hear the knocking as well, which apparently has repeated second time. Yeah, it's like
third.
We have very, very poorly trained servants in this house. Nobody fucking opens.
Look to the people.
I'm busy cooking.
I just need an apple.
He always is.
There's a lot of
Fenric is always eating an apple.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, wow. They look professional.
As you look through the peephole, and you see 7 well-dressed soldiers.
Dwarves?
All sort of partially bow in unison.
Wow. Okay.
Hello. You've requested mercenaries from the Venerated Hound. We have arrived. My name's Clara. We await your instruction.
I'm looking through the notes right now. They had a name, this group, right?
Venerated Hound.
Wow. Or was it the Venerated? Sorry, I forgot I thought the Venerated Hound was like the entire thing. Oh, that's specifically
the whole group. They don't. She doesn't have a.
They don't have companies then. They just have the Venerated Hound.
I mean, it's not that big of a mercenary group, honestly, because it's very much a localized one. They're very good at what they do, but there's not a huge number of them.
Maybe some of them in the group have a personal title, but
I sort of look at the other 6 as well. Now I'll nod. An appreciation follow. So show them into this room. This will be your barracks. And then I'll get you specific orders in a moment. Oh, she just grew a little bit. What the hell?
Yeah, the new tokens I'm using are slightly smaller, which just makes things appear.
So they're going to live. How are we going to explain to these guys that the deceased wife of the house raises from the dead?
I will make a note. of it that, if there's strange noises, investigate, but if you see certain people, don't really bother, they're gonna die anyways and come back tomorrow.
Look, we weren't even sure if the lady of the house was going to revive every day. We just figured out one out on our own.
June will quickly sort of head out and sort of gather. He made a list of sort of like basic orders, what to do in certain situations and all that. To know if there are like strange people, for example, coming along, try to contact someone of the house. Like the doctor, Royce. The other servants don't count. Though they can definitely tell the servants to go get someone off the house. They might
can
know.
make them answer the door for us.
Potentially, yes. But yeah, I'll notify them of any sort of dangers. For example, that there was a recent assassination attempt on the lord of the house. I will give them a description of the assassin as well, though, since they're assassin, they likely won't look the same when the next time they come around, if they come around. So, just that there has been an assassination attempt. It's basically a long list, so, Jeroen can save his vocal cords the trouble there. So yeah, like basically, if there's something you don't think you can handle yourself, notify someone of the house. The dog, basically the player characters, and Relroyce, basically, and they have also jurisdiction over at least they can ask nicely the Dragonborn. I assume they would be fine with it. I will probably tell the Dragonborn as well that they these are the guards, so play nice. Hell yeah, they look awesome. I love that you found like sort of like the color scheme is sort of the same as well. That you managed to find that. That's really fitting. Yeah, they go very well together. They look awesome. I love these guys. But yeah, no, and then some miscellaneous, self-explanatory orders. That you can probably think of yourself.
We will make sure this place is locked down tight. Nobody in, nobody out. Not without us knowing. We're on it.
I'm not.
We don't tell them about the basement, do we?
Well, no. I think you just like don't go down there.
They don't. First, there's no basement. Is the point? There's only the hidden. No, I know there is one, but it's only the hidden one.
I
guess they don't need to know about the hidden one. That's true, I guess.
I think they would figure it out pretty soon, honestly. Just because you all disappear down there quite often.
That's true. I think that makes sense. I probably know that there's a little bit of a hidden basement. Just I'll try. They supposedly are professional. I trust that they keep it to themselves. So there potentially can be one of us could be down there as well if you really need to look for someone. Though try to keep that to yourself and potentially hidden and just be professional. Also, what's her name?
Clara. She did
say
introduce
Jeroen
herself as well.
Jeroen got a girlfriend.
And yeah, just says also looking forward to working with you. Professional as he is, it's not his first time working with other mercenaries.
Is this one that you're aware of? As she looks down to Dr. Sidorovich. Now to be in the house.
Good.
I'll give him a description of the other people of the house, of course, as well.
That's well, I will have to do a bit of an inspection, make sure everything is up to par. But I will get started on that and let you know what I find.
So these are the new mercenary guards, Jeroen?
Nice to meet you.
The
Pleasure to
venerated
meet
heart.
you. I am Dr. Sidorovich. If any of your men are ill or otherwise hurt.
We don't get ill.
Oh.
But thank you, Doctor.
Good for you. That's what everyone said.
She's got a beaming smile on her face as she goes about doing an inspection.
No, a paladin.
No.
No, she's very much just a fighter.
It's very healthy,
She's a healthy, happy fighter. We're allowed
Eats
to
her
have those.
greens.
Well, Jerome, I would dare say
Oh,
you
crap.
have found us a quite formidable and very well-equipped mercenary company indeed.
I would have put my slime away. I was trying to delete the token, but I can't.
Go away, go away, go away!
He's pushing it into the ring.
And back it goes, never to be seen again.
That's
No,
good
I gotta
while it
get him
lasts.
armor. Gotta get him armor.
Oh, she did a whole circle. Look at that. Unless there's something else you want to ask Drew or anything, he will.
Why is there another knock at the door
God
at
damn
this
it.
hour already?
Well, he's gonna handle it, I'm sure. Drew will sort of walk to their warehouse, inform him that there are new people at home. You know, the mercenaries have arrived. I'll basically just tell him that.
Very well, wait there.
Oh, service! Look at this! They're already doing it!
There is a royal messenger at the door. Sir, he requests your presence in the town square in 1 hour's time.
Sorry, he said there's a Lord's messenger at the door? Or did you say a messenger?
Messenger. He referred to himself as Dustfoot. Jorvan
Is that
Callan,
the-
apparently you know him.
Isn't that the guy we let in?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, one moment, please. Could you be so kind? Yes, thank you.
Dustfoot.
Ah! Fully recovered, I see.
Yeah, I am. Thank you very much for your hospitality once again, but I am here on separate business today. Your presence has been requested in the town square. There is something that you should apparently be in attendance for. Yourself and your companions, everybody of the house that can make it.
Very well, I will relay that. Thank you.
In just under an hour at this point, 9 a.m. please.
Very well, thank you again.
Have a good
It's
day.
customary to toss him like what, a silver or something?
Yeah, that would be.
Yeah.
He
Oh,
would
a silver.
bow to it. Thank
My,
you. Very
my
generous.
brain just goes to the worst case scenario every time. It's like, do they want us there so that they can lure us into a trap? Are they seeing who'll show up and then they're going to burn the house down so anyone who stays behind dies?
All right, so
What's wrong
since you're
with you?
friends with Lady Raquel,
This is what I do to my players.
since you're such a good friend of Lady Raquel, as of late, Fenric, you can go fetch her. I'm sure she'll be delighted at your presence in her bedroom.
I thought these apples are supposed to keep you away.
No. No, apples do not keep doctors away. And I take the apple from his hand and I bite into it and then put it back in his hand.
Well, I don't want it now.
Precipitation on the apple.
You can keep it, and I'll put it back into your hand.
So disappointed. Apple tree don't keep him away. Wow. It's like,
Hooties and everything.
Hey,
Where would I
Fenric.
find Yes, Carrot.
They only keep them away when you throw it at them. You're just meant to throw apples at doctors. That's
You throw an apple at me, I will kill you.
Shut that door, then I'll tell you the rest of the secrets. Alright, so
Wow, the doors just shut automatically.
I've got
Magic
plenty of-
doors.
I've got plenty of apples, right? This is how we're gonna get him.
Okay.
And he'll go into a very over-the-top elaborate, very much like Looney Tunes style plan to throw apples at Dr. Sidorich.
Is a bucket involved?
You know it won't work. First thing you need to find an anvil, which feels out of place.
Well,
And we also need
you get
more
all
squid
the
ink.
you get all the components for it, and we'll try it.
Alright, I'll start working on that. That means you'll have to cook for the day, is that alright?
Sure.
There he is.
No, I'm not.
what are you doing out there?
I'm fucking teleport.
What are you doing out there?
He's circling the house. He knows something's up aboard the plan.
It's like a chog.
We need the stairs to work. Teleport us to the second floor.
I fucking open the window to the kitchen and just throw a fireball in there. Go fuck yourselves.
No.
How do I? Where's Raquel at?
Did you, when you moved past me earlier, did you tell me that we were supposed to head out?
Yeah. And then I was going up to...
I don't even know where I am anymore.
to Lord Rullius's door.
Oh, I'm there now.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not there. Oh, yeah, I'm there. I'm there now. Okay.
Yeah, basically, I'm knocking on the door, notice that he's apparently not there yet, and then I'll probably do the same as him. I'll also go upstairs.
I will knock on Rally's door. Good morning. You need to long rest Relius, by the way. He's injured. Unless that's from... I don't know. Anyway.
Knife had multiple uses last night.
Yeah, seen some action. Lord Relius, we are requested to go to the square at 9. Apparently, many others are also being requested just for presence there.
Oh, he's so sad on the edge of the bed at the moment. Very well, you go. I have a meeting at 9. I cannot attend.
Also, one other thing. I assume you didn't slit the throat of your wife and throw her down the chimney today?
You see, just right in front of you, Felon just smiles. He he looks, but Relrius just looks confused. He was asleep during the ordeal.
He sleeps through every fucking thing.
He's a heavy
He was
sleeper.
so exhausted last night, okay? He wasn't not exhausted.
You know, it seems that your plaything here slit the throat of your wife and then threw her down the chimney. And it seems that she will keep coming back every day in your bed, by the way, might I add to that.
Oh, good work, Felon. Well done. I will have to buy a new bed then, it seems. No problem.
Also, Jeroen has important news to share as well.
I mean, you're just a bit confused why the doctor could not say it himself, why you have to make a thing out of this, but sure.
Your important thing!
Yeah, well, you were already talking, that's Jeroen's thing, you already talked.
Jeroen's special thing! He wants to share it himself!
I really don't need
special news, Jeroen?
He's so stupid.
You have show and tell?
Actually, it does if you go down into the basement.
The mercenaries have arrived. They have already fanned out over the house. Now guarding it. They've been given orders as well.
They seem proficient.
They do. Though their leaders may be a little happy-go-lucky, it seems. But otherwise, they seem very proficient.
I don't know. I would rather have someone that's happy-go-lucky about, potentially killing other people than always dreary.
I have a meeting to attend this morning, but it seems you are needed elsewhere. Go with the others. I will take one of the mercenaries with me.
You go see Philippe, Relius.
No, I'll not.
Why's there blood on the floor here?
Climb out of the window, Doctor.
And then what did you do?
Prestidigitation.
I'm gonna knock on Raquel's door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna wander over. Just sort of open the door. I am very scantily clad when I first open the door, but I see who it is, snap my fingers, and immediately fully clothed.
He may not see me like this yet.
Oh,
I have to ask, because presumably that implies that, depending on who it was, you would have been fine being scantily clad.
Yeah.
So who were you hoping it was?
It's not that she was hoping. Okay, when I say scantily clad, I mean the drow variant of
I
sort of
understand what you
casual
mean.
wear. Which means if it was Felon, Relrius, any of those types of people, then it would have been
If
No
it was your
problem.
brother, it would have been okay. Got it.
Shut the fuck up.
Down.
I knew you were going there as well.
I mean, it was a
I could
weird
s-
thing to say. Like, it was just, yeah.
Like how putting me in front of her, I was like, oh, he has also something to tell you. Like, dude, just what?
Usually people get dressed before open. That's not.
Right?
We need to go to the town
Town
square
square.
by 9. Thank you, Doctor.
It isn't sunny today, is it?
What time is it, by the
know.
way?
It
Look up
is
the
8:09.
10 past. Yep, 8, and it is just starting to rain.
Hope you have an umbrella.
Rain is very dramatic. This is going to be awesome, I can tell.
Another public execution.
Jeroen, roll me a survival.
Ooh.
Nice.
Of course, I have. I dropped the exhaustion roll in that one.
Yeah, that is
Awesome,
how
great,
it goes.
good stuff.
With the exhaustion, it rubs it in by showing you the net 20 you could have had if you didn't have exhaustion.
Roll a d20, just see if the other one was a natural 20.
That would have been better.
It would have been a lot better, though. It would have been 13 at least. It's twice as good. Well, I guess I'm like, recovering, I guess.
That's fine. It was just... Sorry, Raquel and Fenrir, please carry on. I just wanted to give you some information, but with that...
Oh, good.
Apparently, we don't have to go, but they're requesting us to be there.
Very well. Look, as it is, I sort of hoped that we would have a day or two to do nothing at all, considering how beat up I was yesterday.
I mean, I agree. I would, make sure you bring your sun explosion thing, just in case.
Oh, that was a one-time thing.
Well,
I'm quite
maybe try
out
to
of
figure out how to make it more than one.
I'm quite out of Lolth's favor right now. I used her gift and it didn't strike true. I should have either died or killed in that situation, and unfortunately I didn't. So I suspect I won't be getting any more gifts from Lolth for some time.
At least your gifts seem to work. The gifts from mine, they seem to be never in my favor.
You worship the luck god, don't you?
Yes, and he seems to like when I'm not lucky.
Have you tried supplementing luck with intelligence?
Why would you do that?
Well, it's said that the people who prepare the most are the luckiest.
That sounds boring.
It does. It also sounds convenient and useful.
I mean,
Anyway,
yeah. Honestly, we'll see how far Norbo will take me. I mean, I haven't died yet, and that's probably because of him.
well, let's get out there then. I haven't yet had a good look around your city, despite everything.
It's pretty shit here, to be honest. Nothing like back home.
I did
Wow.
hear there was a dragon attack some days ago.
Dragon attack?
Was there not?
Wyvern.
It was wyverns. They're, I guess, considered similar.
I don't know the difference.
I actually got this treasure map from that attack.
Where does it point to?
Yeah, have you ever looked at that?
I haven't had time. I haven't had time.
Does it point to a weird church-like location out in the middle of nowhere?
Nope, I did tell you where it leads to.
Oh,
I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna look at it again.
It is a location, sort of
Is it now?
northeast of Ganaway, east of Hallbridges, in the mountains there.
I vaguely remember the mountains. Yeah, it was in the mountains. I remember that.
Well, we're
Yeah.
not going there anyway. Not yet, at
Maybe-
least.
Watch us. We go to the Tosca and they go like, okay, you have to go there. It's like, oh, it's convenient.
That's convenient. We're looking for
Maybe-
treasure.
Maybe it'll be Zyron's next task to go climb those mountains.
Knowing our luck, probably.
Well,
Right then, let's get on with it.
Is your slaves coming with us?
I'd need to ask Relrius to relinquish his hold on Felon. It's not that I don't trust him, it's just that I don't trust him.
I'm gonna go and push past Fenric. I'm gonna
I'll-
peer over my
I'll
shoulder
move.
to,
You don't have to push.
Lauren and go,
Get dressed. Brother Dearest, are you available?
There's a long pause before the door is opened.
Do you want to do this today to myself? Yeah, I want to.
Are you requiring Felon for the day?
I am, yes. I have a meeting to attend. Would be an asset at it.
Why?
Are not all drow assets when it comes to subterfuge,
Yes.
gathering information.
Yes.
And she would be an asset to this meeting.
Okay, fine. You'd have done well to bring some drow with you when you left, though.
I did. They died.
Well, that's your fault.
Potentially.
I'd rather hope. I don't want you to kill my drow.
I will not promise you.
Right then. Fuck off then, I'm leaving.
Have a good day.
I'll tell you all about the fun we have.
You can write it in a report for me. I will probably read it at some point.
I'm gonna knock on Anne Marie's door, and just we're meant to go to the town square if you want to join us at 9. And then,
Sure,
Oh yeah,
hi.
I'm going to keep it in
People's
the back.
covering out of the room. Yeah.
She'll come with you. You prepare yourselves and eventually make your way out to head to the town square for 9 o'clock.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
go with both Armand and Strauss this time because, evangeline
Well-
only rematerializes in the morning.
What about your slime, Fenric, huh?
He's here.
Yeah?
In spirit.
Like, about?
Not yet. I gotta get him armor.
You know, like, it's fine. It's not like we don't have, like, we have armor. We have an armory with, like, armor in there, like. You can just
Do
fucking take some, maybe.
Do we have like leftover armor in there? Yeah.
I went shopping and all that.
Yeah, and the
If you
mercenaries came
remember.
fully equipped, so...
Yeah. Like, that is some extra armor in case they need it.
Yeah,
They don't,
exactly.
currently they don't. So you can take some of that if you want to.
They're all armed with the same equipment as well, if that's of interest.
I think the better question to ask is like, what kind of armor / clothing would be necessary to maintain the illusion of your slime just being an armored dude?
well, it would have to be like a bunch of interconnected jars.
Well, you must have an idea since you already said you wanted to get armor, so...
I mean, I didn't really have an idea. I was just gonna put fucking clothes and armor on him. So you can't see what he looks like.
How solid is he?
liquid?
How solid
I mean,
is his
he's like-
slime?
He's like a gelatinous slime, so like he can't like turn into liquid. He's
Yeah,
still
but does he
solid.
like ooze, or does he like make things wet that he touches?
No.
He's dry. He's just like one of those.
I mean, he's moist.
We are still waiting for him to get his slime wet.
But-
to be fair.
He's like a moist towelette, you know.
A moist towelette.
He's fucking defender, is he? A
I just
moist
wanted to-
towelette that is
I just
about
wanted to
as
say
useful.
towelette.
I'm gonna be honest here and then cruel. A
You
moist
have played
towelette
Dragon
that's
Age.
just about as useful as he has been at this point, you know.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
Why do you think he stays in the ring?
Oh god, it's so dumb.
He
All right.
keeps the slime in his ring. It's fine. We'll just leave it there.
I mean,
great.
if we have extra armor, I'll put armor on him. I didn't know we had extra armor.
Yeah, Druin did purchase a bunch of armor.
And even weaponry, if you want to fake that too.
Yeah, I'll
There's
give him
bunch
a.
of few-
I'll give him a sword.
I
Sword.
thought he was going to go for it already. Maybe a shield to hide more of his body behind too, you know?
Yeah.
Just in case.
All right. So
Let that out.
you equip up the slime. Get yourselves ready. And you make your way towards the town square. We have a small horde of people heading with you at this point then.
So we've got. Do we have all of Zyron's lads with us then?
Oh yeah, did Zion return? He said he might
No.
come back this evening. Oh, well,
Yeah, no.
Okay.
He said he wouldn't be back this evening, but he'll be back by tomorrow, like this time tomorrow evening.
Oh, okay.
As in,
Slightly misunderstood.
The latest he'll be back, it will be this evening, tonight, in today.
Turns out it's earlier as we enter the square, and Zyron and all his servants are there, waiting to be hanged.
Well, guys, my expedition didn't go that well, turns out.
Turns out it is a bad idea to do what I did.
Bing, 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 bing.
That's fine.
All right, you make your way through the streets. There is still very much an air of tension to all of Kusnir. The rain is starting to fall as you make your way through. The people are moving around. There's tension undercut with an air of almost excitement this evening or this morning. Sorry. The air is. As you get to the actual square, you can see there is a lot of people gathered. A lot of people in the town square. It is heavily packed, much like it was a few days back. The air is thick with the scent of wet stone and that sort of acrid smell of torches. Flames sort of struggling against the light rain that is now coming down. This cold drizzle cascading from darkened sky. And it pulls in the cracks of the uneven cobblestones beneath your feet. Square itself is, choked full of faces, all of whom are fairly solemn. You see the usual banners flying now. Some of the black banners that had been replaced for sort of mourning are still up, but a lot of them are still the banners of House Vorath, which is the Duchess and the Duke. The crowd itself is, as I said, mostly solemn, but you do get a little bit more chaos of emotion in there. There's some people that seem angry, some people that seem afraid, worried, tense about what's about to happen. And around, you see, or you hear a lot of different noises. A lot of murmuring, a lot of people not sure what's happening. There's children crying at the at the edge of the town. And that endless patter of rain. And as it gets to 9 o'clock, Somewhere in Kusnir nearby, a bell tolls. The usual, as it does, on the hour.
More violence, the scent. Again.
They're going to make all of us. They're going to make the entire crowd attack us, aren't they?
Alright, man, you gotta stop.
So nervous. You see, there's more people here, but for the timing, I'm just going to leave it as this. And you see as Lady Varath, the Duchess, walks up onto the gallows. Her pyre guard staying at the bottom. Heavily, there is a lot of guards amongst the crowd and lining the edges of the square. You can see more of them perched on rooftops, overlooking the town square here as well.
Let me quickly start the Red Wedding theme song in the background.
What's that song?
I'm gonna quick start on YouTube the Red Wedding theme song from Game of Thrones. Just might be appropriate right now.
Couldn't be another big fight, could it?
Or fire into the center of the fucking
And
sky.
as Lady Vorath stands upon the stage, you see from a pocket she pulls a large scroll. You see her stand there, regal, unyielding at first, clad in very elegant black silks, fur, edging. Stands tall as she looks over the crowd. And as she begins to speak, her voice is very sharp, very clear. It echoes against the towering walls. Citizens of Kusnir, hear me now. By decree, His Grace, Duke Azor, and the authority of the courts, stand before you to deliver judgment on a creature of unrepentant cruelty and venomous ambition. It is known to all that in recent days our city has been stricken by an unspeakable crime. The disappearance of wives, mothers, daughters, women of station, of influence, and of grace. And it has cast a shadow over Kusnir, plunging us into sorrow and rage.
I'm just going to peer over to I'm going to lean over to Fenric and say,
Didn't you say one of those women of grace tried to wank you off?
Yeah. Didn't try.
Then I killed them.
Say that so loud.
The terror was orchestrated by one that is amongst us today,
Oh shit. Okay.
whose hands are stained with the blood of the innocent, through means most vile, poison, deception, guile. This person and their cohorts sought to shatter the pillars of our society and to rend us from within. Here, for the record, I name those slain by their treachery. Lady Katerina Liskova of House Liskova, beloved mother and patron of the arts. Lady Liselle Vornholt of House Vornholt, whose wisdom was sought by many. Lady Mirella Raventhorn of House Raventhorn, known for her counsel and charity. Lady Liana Dravor, House Dravor, whose brilliance brightened the halls of learning. This will continue for some time. She goes through and will read out 87 names.
I don't suppose Evangeline is in there.
87?
87 names is what's read out. Yeah, the names go on. 87 noble women are read out.
So 13 were either not worth mentioning or were so secretive that they weren't going to say it.
Or
Yeah,
they're
you
not
all know
dead.
there was. You all know there was more than 87, but
Who's counting?
We know that some of them may not have been found in the location, because not all of them are killed on location.
Well, or they just haven't been reported as missing. If there was nobody that
It
like,
could
cared
be
about them being
fucking
missing,
who knows
they
what.
just slipped under the radar. Yeah, there's plenty of things.
And it was let's be honest, in there it was a fucking charnel house. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't know whose body belonged to who.
Oh yeah, Evangeline did spend a long time hacking people's faces to bits to make sure they couldn't be revived.
I mean, all the well-known for Speak with Dead, but there were also fireballs. There were other things. It was hell on earth.
All of this feels this part of the conversation feels. Sorry.
We disturbing time. This evil campaign
will obviously take a little bit of time as she's reading through them. Is there anything that you want to do as these names are all being read out?
I want to observe the crowd's reaction a bit more, if I can, just to see how some people are taking this. I'm also keeping a warning eye out for those people from yesterday that came to our door and told us not to fuck with them anymore.
I'm going to stand just slightly away from the rest of the party. just in case at the end of the speech ends in like a finger being pointed.
I'm also having just a look about, eye out for anything suspicious.
You actually, Jurian, you do see one or two of the mercenaries from House Lyrathan that were at your door yesterday. You are pretty sure they are not paying any attention to you, as in they just happen to be here as well.
I can imagine.
Like, as far as your, it takes you a while to spot them, and they are just stood under a canopy, like at one side of the town square, just very much focused, watching Lady Vorath. They paying you no attention whatsoever. You're not even sure if they are aware that you're there. With anything else in general, there doesn't seem to be much else. The crowd are very angry, booing. There's a couple of cheers, but in the sort of like vying for blood kind of sense, as they are like cheering to get on with the execution more than anything. But not much else going on. You are obviously free to move on the map, Raquel. Yep. Perfect.
I brought a Nutrigrain bar. Hashtag not sponsored.
As she gets to the end of the list of names, 87 lost to us, lives stolen in a night of unspeakable betrayal. Their families now left bereft, their influence ripped from the court, their futures denied. Though poisoned whispers and corrupted schemes let me find the name. Frost Petal have taken something from us in an attempt to ruin our great city, Kusnir. And in doing so, they have made themselves enemies of the crown, enemies of the court, and enemies of the people. Their guilt is undeniable, their crimes unforgivable. Let all those who conspire against Kusnir know we shall not falter, nor shall we show mercy. By the Duke's will and by my decree, may justice be swift and without mercy. She rolls up the parchment. It is a shame that most of the party of treacherous snakes died resisting arrest. And you see as one person is brought up onto the gallows with a bag over their head.
Do I know of this group that she says? What was it? The frozen
Winter Petal?
Frost Petal.
Let me double check something. Talk amongst yourself for 2 seconds.
I mean, I was actually kind of moving next to you, Henrik, but he's moving away because I wanted to talk to you.
Oh, sorry, I'll move back.
I also had to move back because suddenly you moved back, Doug. It's like, I want to stay closer because it's like, where are these people going?
We're just kind of standing next to each other and talking amongst ourselves as other people.
That's Raquel, anyways.
She's over there.
Oh, but
I'm checking out your local surface produce.
Uh-huh. You know, as she rattles off those names, it does really put it into perspective, doesn't it?
I'm going to say, for the sake of this, you do not recognize the name. But the bag is removed from the head as the noose is placed around their neck.
Brown hair, orange eyes, I assume.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy, look at that. They found Nick.
Well,
no, this is not Nick.
Oh.
It is somebody that you are familiar with.
In Drow society and in human, they always execute the pretty ones first.
I guess that's why you're still alive.
Who is this?
This is a dancer that you recently treated.
Oh. Yeah.
Alright, well.
I know that woman. He like says uncomfortably but still silently in the group.
You do?
I treated her yesterday. She was being poisoned by someone else.
What do you want to do?
Nothing. Just keep me hidden. Jerome stands more in front of me. Thank you.
I'm curious.
You moved out of the way. It wasn't me.
Seeing, I don't see what they're talking about. However, I am curious to see what her expression is like. I'm happy to wander a little bit closer. Terrified. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take much to see that. She is currently gagged, which is unusual.
Okay.
For somebody that is about to be hanged. Yeah. It's also of note that it was just said by the Duchess there, just in case you didn't catch it, Dr. Sidorovich, that the rest of her troop died resisting arrest.
Died resisting arrest? Two of them had already died from the poison.
Did you find out
maybe
who
that was the
poisoned
air quotes arrest.
Sorry, what was that, Fenric?
Sorry.
Did you find out who poisoned them?
They did mention the manor where they danced at, right, Ty?
They did. It was they were apparently poisoned by nobility.
Yeah, but did they mention the specific noble? I think they did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Can you tell us?
Well, he's finding the name, but I do tell Fenric because apparently he's uniquely suited to knowing everything about the ability. I don't know. Maybe this guy reads Kuzdir and fashion or something.
Either way,
Don't tell anybody.
in this moment, you see as Lady Vorath walks over, places a hand on the lever, and pulls it. As you see the elf drops, the rope goes tight, and there's a moment of panic that it quickly ends as her neck breaks. And the crowd cheers.
No timely heroes or protagonists jumping from the crowd, saving her.
No Zorro in
looking
this.
around.
Nope.
On this town, I guess. There's somewhere else right now.
Well, that
This
was
is this is no more heroes, Jerome. There are none.
I'm gonna wander back to the group.
that was remarkably anticlimactic.
Yes, especially considering that it's not really the right one. I'll tell you all about it on the way back home. But that was interesting to observe.
Somebody you knew.
Something like that.
I hope they weren't important.
They might just became important.
Inconvenient voice of dissent, maybe?
Well, I assume, Ty, that it's over. There's like some humbug. There's some from the crowd, or something, whatever. Yololo. And then,
Whoa!
yeah,
Change
someone
colours.
gets converted.
Shades color suddenly. Oh my god.
But then the crowd slowly starts dispersing. Or yeah.
Is there more? Yeah, does she like?
Yeah,
Stop?
this is the end of
I
the
mean, she already left the stage. Yeah, she already walked out. So it's
Yeah. So that's when I also kind of start walking with the others away, and when it's calm enough, and I know that our conversation wouldn't be really picked up too heavily. I speak to Raquel. She was a patient of mine yesterday. She came in, said that she was feeling dizzy, had trouble standing, etc. I uncovered that she was being poisoned from the inside. She had consumed something with a slow-working poison. At the time, I didn't pay too much heed to it, aside from the fact that apparently she wasn't the only one. When I, on her behest, came to some of her friends, they had unfortunately already passed away from the poison. Well, one had passed away from the poison in her bed. The other one, attempting to get help, slipped and fell from the stairs because she was too weak, and you can put the rest together. She died from the fall.
Right.
It is strange. They are dancing troupe, like several dancers together that basically perform at noble houses, maybe at other occasions. So nothing really spectacular, if you ask me.
So they must have performed somewhere interesting, and then they wanted to get rid of them.
Maybe.
Performers are often witness to secrets.
Well, the thing is, the poison that they had in them had to be consumed. And
So?
thus they were given food at their last... She did tell me the manner where she performed last with her troupe. No?
It is
You said no?
easy.
I just double checked my notes. She didn't actually give you. She told you the area that it was in, which was in the tower, but she was reluctant to tell you the exact name for obvious reasons.
I don't know
'cause
if
they
you
usually
maybe-
work very discreetly.
I don't know if she maybe said it while I was in the room with the guards coming to re-interview her, but I don't know.
No, because giving up the name of where she would have worked if they did poison her would have been very much a sentence for them to continue coming after her. Even to the guards, that is not safe to do. She gave up the addresses and the houses of her the other dancers for the guards to go check on them. So you know those locations.
Oof. Well, that didn't go well.
Yeah. It wasn't... I don't know where she actually performed and for who. It was in the Tower District, I do know the dresses of her fellow dancers of the troupe, but, considering that two were found already dead, that whole ordeal on stage was nothing but show. I am guessing, and this is me guessing, they really didn't have anything to do with it, and probably indeed one part of it is nobles defending other nobles, and they don't want something like this to come out, and the other part of it is they have found out something truly horrendous had happened, and they needed a scapegoat. And lo and behold, here is this girl. Almost everyone is dead that knows her. They hang her, and it's done for the time being. The
She
public-
certainly wouldn't be the first for something like that to happen to her.
No, it's a very common tactic. Public is satiated, blood has been spilled, and now the real work can begin.
The bigger question is, why would they be willing to create a scapegoat for us? Surely a pair of drow would be far easier to convince the world.
Well, And that is a big question on whether or not they are actually aware or not. And considering what we have seen right now, my gut says they are not aware. However, considering what has happened to you and what they've said, my mind tells me this was equal parts a play for the game to continue, as well as to put us on check, if you will, for a, checkmate kind of ordeal.
Yes. Though they've sort of had us in check already.
Maybe. The problem is we haven't really been able to look into their hand, and so far, after yesterday's events, we kind of fumbled our opening moves. So it has been a bit unfortunate, but...
So, do we care about following up on this girl? Do we think she's interesting at all, or are we going to assume that this is a scapegoat?
I'll follow up on it in my own way. The thing is, we need to be very careful when treading about on anything related to this. I'll have a good think about it. Don't have an idea in mind yet, but it's definitely something to keep our mind on. By the way, Fenric, Raquel.
Yeah.
I feel I have been a little bit snappy towards both of you after yesterday. You'll have to forgive me, because the sending that I attempted on you, Fenric, required me to pull magic that is both exhausting and a little bit painful, and that was exacerbated by the events. I'm sure that both of you attempted it with the fullest of your ability, and it just went, all kinds of wrong. Well,
Previously I would have said it was equal parts mine and Fenric's fault, but I think that Zyron played an equal part as well, honestly.
I think we all just had different intentions, and they all kind of mixed together, causing us to fail
A severe lack of communication, which could have been solved very easily by Zyron.
Well,
if we'd done any one of the things that we thought we should have, it might have turned out correctly, but we decided to do both, and neither worked.
These are things that can happen, sometimes, especially when we are all adjusting to new people and very strange events, because, let's be honest, house is currently a little house of horrors where people keep coming back to life and then getting shanked by their lovers, toy in bed.
How are we supposed to convince those guards about the Lady Evangeline?
Oh, that.
Don't tell me you haven't given it any thought. They're going to start asking questions, no matter how professional they are.
I mean, if they keep shoving her down the chimney, it's going to be
Just
a very interesting
shackle her this time.
It doesn't work. She dematerializes.
We could just say she passed and she's just a ghost now.
That's no better.
I don't think that's good for morale.
Yes, honestly, a ghost lives here. Just get on with it.
I'm honestly a little bit more worried, actually, for all of us, because, dying and being forcefully put together is not a enjoyable experience, even in the best of times. So I worry for her mental state of being. But having said that, I think the best way to go about this now is to say that Evangeline has a unique magical condition that unfortunately means very, very unfortunate things keep happening to her. And it is in their best interest to just not pay too much heed to it because, well, let's be honest, Do you really want to keep giving a second thought about the woman that dies and comes back every morning?
I'll let you deal with this.
Probably for the best.
Just try shackling her. Try. I know it might not work, but it might.
It might. Meanwhile, Fenric, I know you're good with alchemy, but are you good with anything else?
Oh,
Like
what?
I've come into the possession of an interesting spell, but it requires an interesting material component, and either I'm going to go through Evangeline stuff to find something like this, or I'm going to have one made, and I was wondering if you had the ability to make one as well. I need a gilded playing card of the Grim Reaper.
You need a playing card?
Oh, yeah, a gilded... I need a gilded playing card of the Grim Reaper, around, with over 400 amount of gold into the actual gold used into its creation.
I mean, if you give me the gold, I'm not going to use my own. I could try to create that for you.
Good. I'll hand you, what is that, 40 platinum?
$400, 40 platinum, yes.
I'll give you 40 platinum so you can just add. Let me know if you can figure that one out. It would be very interesting to have that component for my spell.
What kind of spell uses Card of the Grim Reaper?
The kind that brings forth the Grim Reaper's spirit.
You're far too excited about this, I'm worried.
Of course.
As you all head away from the town square, that is where we're going to end the session. But I will also point out that you kind of already have that.
In her... Yeah, I was thinking about that. Does that playing deck have it?
Most likely.
It is a gilded set of cards. One is literally called the Reaper, and they are worth at least 400 gold. Technically it's a set, but I would still allow it.
Could I get it from there? Because I was thinking about doing that. Because I thought
you'd have to draw the card.
Yeah, that's the problem. Imagine the fucking card kill me if I do that.
Yeah, draw the card, Doctor.
I can't remember what
Most of the time they will. The only one that will kill you is the Stranglehold.
I can't remember what it does, but there's definitely none that just kill you in there.
No, Evangeline was mistaken when she thought that one of them would kill her, but still, it's up to you if you want to.
I mean, so far it's been going well for her. The thing is, the doctor wouldn't be willing to fucking play with that deck cards. He hates the damn thing.
Oh, bloody hell, do you want me to do it?
No.
Why not?
Because I don't want you to get hurt by the playing cards either. Or get giant monster hands.
I mean,
Oh,
the hands helped me a little bit.
Yes, and then I saw you fumble around with your alchemy set. The Reaper is looking a lot like a Catholic or an Orthodox priest. Sickle.
He is a priest. That is the head of one of the churches. Specifically, he is the head of the Church of the Worships at Nerul.
Well, I want to go with the Fenric route because I think it would be cool to see if you could make a card.
All right, well, Fenric, you got to make a cooler card than that, then I guess.
Okay, I can do that. Easy.
Wow.
Easy GG.
I know somebody's getting into inspiration. All right. Guys, thank you very much for playing. Let's run through. Jack, British Jack, give me a star and a wish, please.
Star goes to Fenric for it wasn't an actual discussion, but I like that there was a subconscious agreement to like, yeah, we're friends now. Because at the end of that scene where I woke him up, he could just as easily have gone, no, I don't like this bint, I'm going to tell her to fuck off.
He did try that.
And it would have made sense in character and everything.
We also have kind of established that Fenric is a bit of a pushover, so...
That is also true.
Wow. Okay.
And also, he whipped his slime out for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
What's your wish?
And we learned that it is a moist towelette. And my wish is that we... I want to find out what the fuck Relrius is doing with my slave.
I think we know.
Well, not that specifically. That I gave him express permission for, but I'm
The other
like
The other
I'm-
stuff, gotcha.
I'm worried about it.
Okay.
Yeah, Raquella started displaying a great deal of concern about the fate of Felin once she realized that he explicitly does not care if his toys live or die.
All right. Dr. Sidorovich, give me a star and a wish, please.
Good stuff all around. I'll give my star to Jeroen for his cave digging and just, having to deal with the pair of let's go bother this person troublemakers here. But
It was fun, honestly.
It was cool to
Not
see his
bad.
cave, and I'm very, very happy with what you recruited. That's very, very cool to see what you got. And I just like what he was doing as well in the cave. It's cool. As for wish, I wish for some downtime to get through some stuff. Yeah.
Wonder what you want to get through.
Oh yeah. Gee, whatever would it be?
We'll see. All right, thank you. Jeroen?
Good session. I think my star goes off to the doctor for some good role playing, for some good sort of leading the group along, and some good things here and there. And my wish is that the cave worked. Hopefully, it wasn't just convenient sort of the curse cannot stop on its own. But also just like I really liked it as well. Actually, you actually did make a cave in the end there, so that was really cool. I was very happy with that. So that was really cool. I really liked that scene too.
Good.
I wasn't bothered by you guys showing up there and asking questions. I honestly expect you to ask more questions, but it was all cool. Really cool.
It's very intimidating to ask someone with a pickaxe who's currently digging a cave in the day. Like,
Yeah, someone who is visibly making stone look very easy to cut through.
And how you kept demanding us to move out of your way.
If you're in the way, then you're in the way. I didn't put you guys there. So
I mean, true. And then you just every time you leave, don't touch anything. He's like, okay. I mean, my feet are touching the ground here. Does that
Look,
count?
I'm personable, but if you're in the way, then I'm gonna hit you with a pickaxe. It's just how it is, okay? It's the law of nature. You can't change it.
I can dig through you too.
I mean, would you prefer me just not saying it and just doing it and peeking through you guys, or like, what do you want from me? If I say something, I get blamed. If I don't say something, I get blamed. Make up your mind.
Fucking Sidorovich walks into the cave, notices that Lady Raquel and Fenric have been dug into the cave wall. See, they really got on you now.
Mac, another one.
But yeah, no, yeah. My wish is basically that actually, well, I guess it's sort of like a retroactive wish, right? Like I just hope it did work. You know, I mean, it's already fulfilled. I guess I just don't know if it's did it or not. You know, it's already a wish that happened. I guess, kind of a strange wish.
No, I get it. That's
But
cool.
yeah,
Thank you. Fenric, start a wish.
I mean, I think everyone did really great this session. I will give my star to Raquella for RPing with Fenric. I thought that was pretty cool. And then you did end up saying one thing which made him change his outlook on you a little bit, but that wasn't fully caught. I'm not sure. That's why you guys are like, oh, you guys just randomly?
You're gonna tell me?
I'm friends. No.
I want to know.
Nope.
Oh.
But yeah, I thought that was fun, especially going around bugging everybody. It was kind of fun. Yeah, my wish. I hope I'm able to create this gilded card. That'd be pretty cool.
Okay.
Or we could just dive through the card deck again.
I mean, that could be fun too, I guess.
Hold on. If you draw the Reaper, does it just then vanish from your hand and go back into the deck?
No, you can take the card. If that's your intention, then you can take it. It's not a problem.
How many
or,
cards are
just
there?
have the deck on you when you're casting the spell if you're using it as the material component.
Well, it doesn't consume the material component, but it does say you need one of them.
Yeah. That would work. Either way. It's okay. If Fenrir's gonna try and make a card, then it's not a problem. That would be a fine solution either way. Guys, thank you very much for playing. It's been a blast. Hope you had fun. We are orcs, so we're just gonna go raid. We're gonna go raid the Game Master Eric, who is running something called It's Us Against the Gods. I'm not sure what it is, but it's episode 82, so that's pretty good. So please send them some love. Yeah, thank you for being here. We'll be live again Monday. So take care. Have a good time. Get some rest. Look after yourselves. Until then, let's go get some cheese. See you later.